everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Critical Role, where a bunch of us nerdy-ass voice actors sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons.
Dragons?
This just descends into further madness. I know. Well, tonight's going to be a little crazy, so let's get into some announcements. First and foremost, we have our fantastic returning sponsor and another returning sponsor. We have our friends at D&D Beyond, first and foremost, as they are the top of the episode. So, Sam, if you wouldn't mind.
Hi, everyone. It's me, Sam Riegel. Last week, I was assaulted verbally on this stage by Liam and his attack dog, Ashley Johnson.
You mean running mate?
Sure, call it what you will.
Assaulted or just salted?
So I could respond tonight with a retort, but in keeping with the spirit of the night, it's a positive night. It's filled with love and gratefulness to our critter fans. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the thing that everyone wants me to do. It's the thing that I was really put on this earth to do, which is sing a spoof song about our sponsor. That's really what I do best.
Can this one be animated though?
Probably not. We'd have to get some rights. But someone who owns the rights might be here tonight. So anyway, for this song, you might want to turn down your lights where applicable.
What?
In the not too distant future, every Thursday AD, there was an app called Beyond, and it started with D&D. It lets you roll stats and compute whether you're a mage or a big strong brute, a perfect warlock with an invisible mace, or a tiny little gnome with a super handsome face. I sing you cheesy music, the worst of mankind. You have to sit and hear my songs while I eradicate your mind. Now keep in mind, I'm gonna be the president, and that's no gloat. And Liam has no chance at all because everyone is gonna vote. Let's hear your predictions.
Liam?
What?
Leo!
What?
Liam!
What? Liam? Okay, that didn't go how I thought it would, but I am undeterred. I've got the support of D&D Beyond and a million other nerds. Vote Sam Riegel for president 2019.
Yes. Wow. Just when I thought your campaign couldn't get any staler.
A valiant attempt. Not enough, but a valiant attempt.
Next week I'll bring the heat.
Thank you,
Really?
Sam.
Sure.
Really
Thank you, Sam.
good. I feel swayed. I feel swayed.
That was a good retort.
That was a great retort.
But definitely bring it next week, because I think they're plotting.
If you have it, bring it. I mean, if you got it, you should bring it.
If I got it. I don't know if I got it.
If you got it, you bring it.
All right, and thank you, D&D Beyond, as always. Our fantastic other returning sponsor this evening, our friends at Rook and the Raven. They have come to help support tonight's episode. They have their highly anticipated Draconic Edition campaign planner is now finally available for pre-order. If you guys haven't seen it, the awesome leather-bound setup with the awesome dragon design.
Are those bronze rings?
Leather?
Yeah, bronze rings. So pretty. The image, I don't know if you can see it here, but it's like a awesome dragon carved into the leather. It's really nice. It's specifically designed for DMs of any level with helpful prompts that are in the margins to help make it easy for you to plan out and track like your deep engaging sessions for your campaign. It comes with the World Builders Kit. It's got a whole planner built out here for you. Cool interior with setup and character information and NPC information that you can put out there. It's actually pretty damn handy.
Merchandise uses them. Oh wait, you always use them.
Well, it's like this one right here, maybe, but you have to go and find it. So yeah, check this out, guys. It's this set is of an oiled leather shroud of secrets. It's called. Pre-orders are now open and available at therookandtheraven.com/critical role. So check them out there because they're pretty badass. All right. Also, as a heads up, guys, we have 5 hours left in our Kickstarter campaign for the Legend of Vox Machina animated series. Please visit critroll.com/animated to find out the information about the project if you haven't seen it so far. Be sure to stay tuned after tonight's episode at 11:30 p.m. Pacific. We're going to have a special Kickstarter campaign end party here. We cannot thank you guys enough for all your support, and we have a fantastic friend who's come tonight to help us celebrate. If you don't mind, someone joining me on stage here, Joel Hudson.
This is so great. I'm so grateful to be here, Mighty Nein. I'm so happy to be here with you. Thank you so much. It's so wonderful, and you guys are so great. And this little thing, this little trinket, might be yours if everything goes right at the end of the night in the next 5 hours. So
fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. So cheers, y'all. Critters,
baby.
Misties, I'm singing for you too.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, so do make sure, I know, this is insane. So please do stay tuned after the episode tonight, 11:30 p.m. Pacific time, for our half-an-hour roundup, final countdown to the end of Kickstarter with our friend Joel. Well, it's going to be amazing, and we hope you guys can join
Can we
us.
go now? Crenshaw's with me. This is my GM right here.
Oh,
Have a great day, critters.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Guys.
That happened.
They'll be back.
That's real, right? That happened. Really happened?
Damn right it did.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You guys, I hugged him before the show.
He's so nice.
It took me 4 times to walk over and say hi. I kept finding something else to go get. I was like, I'm gonna do that in a
I
second.
think you and Brittany both were just doing rounds.
Yep, Brittany and I were circling.
He got to tell me. He got to tell me that his son was making a blood hunter, and I thought that was amazing. I told him, like, very cool. I'll look for updates down the road later. Anyway, on that insane note, let's go ahead and dive into tonight's episode of Critical Role.
The adventure begins. They were always beside you, your nerdy best friends, and the DM to guide you. And they rise from the flames for the battles ahead. Villains beware, 'cause you're about to be dead. They got magic and flair, they got falchions and cunning. They don't see over there, there's a monster incoming. Inspiration is waiting, rise up, don't think twice. Put your fate in your hands, take a chance, roll the dice. Can you answer the call, digging deep in your soul? As the legend unfolds, now it's your turn to
And welcome back. Surrounded by children. Anyway, last we left off, the Mighty Nein had traversed the dangers of Xhorhas behind enemy lines in the struggle that currently resides, the war between the Empire and the Kryn dynasty. You made friends, it seems, with the Bright Queen. In a moment of what seemed to be a dangerous downward spiral, you presented the beacon of which you had carried since the beginning, and in doing so gained quite a lot of favor with the dynasty. You were sent to a place to stay. You were basically given a direction as to possibly prove yourself further within their eyes and make yourself strong allies within their side of this conflict. In doing so, you spoke with Professor Wako of the Marble Tomes Conservatory and were told of what seemed to be an issue, where one of the, what was called the Steelworks that had been developing and designing and building a lot of the war machines for use in the struggle had undergone some sort of a giant-based incursion and had halted production. And that was problematic for both her interests in research and for the overall effort against the Empire. You guys were to go and get rid of these giants, and possibly along the way, for a little bonus, embarrass a rival of hers there as much as possible, the foreman. You proceeded to embarrass him fairly well in that first meeting, thankfully, at the hand of the forceful personality that is Ford.
Love you.
You hired a guide and made your way through the Vermaloc wildwood, this lush forest of purplewood trees with vibrant red and brown and maroon leaves all around you. Are you okay, Sam?
Yeah, apparently I'm having a heart attack. My watch is trying to save my life for some reason.
Are you okay?
I don't know what that was.
You can feel your adrenaline.
Yeah.
This can't be natural.
Calm the fuck down.
Yeah. You traveled deep into these woods and discovered the outskirts of the Steelworks, which themselves were built and attached to a mining camp there that pulls a number of materials out that are then transferred throughout the dynasty, but largely in the construction of these machines. There, upon stealthing your way through the front gates, the outer perimeter of this, you seem to have been noticed, or at least Yasha was, by one of these stone giants that resides within the interior. A boulder was thrown in your direction, which was not avoided. You shrugged off some of it, stopped it in place, and the entity seems to be aware of at least your presence. The rest of you, out of sight. As far as you know, your moorbounders off in the wood not far from you. You can hear behind the wooden perimeter fence of this location the shifting and moving of the stone giants, preparing in some way for whatever lurks out there in the wood. What are you doing?
Did they go back behind the walls of the fort?
They haven't come around the walls. So you've just seen one of them peek out and threw a boulder.
And then he walked away.
And then he backed up, out of sight.
At their closest to the fence when they threw the boulder, how far were they from Yasha?
From Yasha, about 60 or 70 feet.
And did we all make it super far away from where she was? Did we fan out?
You guys began to fan out, I'd say about 30 feet between the two groups before the giant took notice and threw the boulder, so you're not that far from each other.
60 feet, huh?
How high are the walls?
The walls themselves are about between 12 and 15 feet tall. And so the fact that you can see the giant's head poking over it means they're somewhere between 15 to 18 feet.
We were going to stealth in, but it seems like that's moot at this point.
We either pull back and let things calm down for a minute.
We could.
I could just pretend it's just me.
You could be the distraction?
I don't know.
You would do that? Sacrifice yourself for the greater good?
Or we could just try and take them right now.
No, let's lay low. We were trying to scout and figure out how many there actually were.
Let's have this conversation while moving away from the...
You hear the creaking and shifting of rock on rock as two of the figures have lifted up two more boulders over the side and are both chucking them in the direction of Yasha once more.
I'm gonna start running.
Away or towards?
Towards.
Okay. So in this moment, as the two heads peek up, the rocks being lifted up, Yasha, split decision, head down, charges headlong out of cover towards the front of this.
I will break
space.
cover and run from the tree line at the same time as you do.
Oh no!
All right. Well, we are now in initiative order then.
Oh boy.
Go ahead and roll initiative, guys.
Guys, that's not what we planned at all. Guys, since we are going into combat, I should tell everybody that this combat is powered by Dwarven Forge. They currently have a 406-page free PDF module tied to their Dungeons of Doom products available now on their website, and you'll see why right now.
Oh, shit. Tones of Autumn.
Yasha, you are back here. The rest of you decide amongst the sides where you would like to be. Back in the wood.
Oh boy.
If you don't mind.
But that
The
was
rest
where
of
are
this-
teams?
Beyond this board is the tree line. So
Where are you, Ford?
I'm in the same distance that Yasha is from
Yeah,
the
but
wall.
on this side or
On that side.
To the right of her.
It's split. We started going other ways.
But I can't remember.
I'll go over there with.
Yeah, you were with them.
I'll be there with Bo.
And Caleb was.
I was with Beauregard.
Do I have a figurine somewhere?
I think Ford
Right
was
over
with
here.
us.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I think so too.
On our side, so switch. 'Cause
Yeah,
of that.
that's
Is that okay, Matt? I switched Yasha and we made a choice.
Put me near Jesse.
That's fine.
You know, it's
that
all
right?
make believe.
Yeah, Jesse's in the trees.
Initiative order, guys? Okay.
I love
So, we have
that.
25 to 20.
20.
All right, Beauregard first.
Yes.
All right, that would be now 20 to 15.
18.
18.
Perfect. Works with
Yasha.
I don't know.
the story and everything.
But
Very nice.
I did it
That's
too.
fine, yeah.
17.
17 for Caduceus.
Yeah. Fudge.
15 to 10. 10 to 5.
Mighty Nein.
All right, so,
I had a natural 1, which makes it 5.
okay. All right, so we have Caleb,
Two of those giants?
Jester,
Okay.
then not. Alrighty. So, top of the round, Beauregard. You see now Yasha begins darting out of the wood, and you see Ford kind of making a split decision and then going to join. What are you doing on your turn?
I go, be patient, listen, find shit out, all that shit that Dyron said, and then I take off running as well.
Okay.
Can I do some parkour shit and like see if I can vault off this and vault off this and like make a
Make
go?
an acrobatics check. Give me the mini.
And what if there's like 10 of them in there?
Give me the mini, please.
That's more of us to kill.
So that's be 5, 10,
Them to
15,
kill.
20, 25, 30 to try and vault up there. Go ahead and roll an acrobatics check for me if you don't mind.
Roll for.
Acrobatics?
Yes.
14.
14. You will get up to the top, but it'll cost you 15 feet of movement to do so. So you dart off the rock up the side and you climb up. So you're now at 35 feet at top there. Your full speed is what? 45? So you have
45.
10 more feet to move.
Oh, shit.
You can't hit him.
Well, you have range now.
Can you just run along the top of the wall?
Oh, yeah. That would be awesome.
That's cool. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do what Laura said. I'm gonna run along and try and go here, split the difference, and do patient defense. This is stupid as fuck.
Okay.
Balancing on a beam? So fucking cool.
This is
Fucking hot.
I got like the kind of crane pose going on. My foot's kind of wedged in between the posts.
Okay.
Oh, man.
So as you're standing there, kind of toe on top, getting ready, use your key point to do patient defense as a bonus action, correct?
Yeah.
You also glance forward, notice the third giant
Oh, shit.
that is in the back.
got
Seems
Top Gun.
slightly smaller than the other two,
shit.
and is currently holding a staff in their arms that is covered in, looks like knotted furs and bone trinkets that are dangling from it from different threads of leather.
Oh, there's a third to the rest of the group.
All right,
I have
that
a
ends Bo's
question.
turn. Yes,
Are giants considered humanoid?
they're considered giants.
That's a no.
They
Question.
look like humans, only big.
Correct, but they're
Keep
considered
going.
giants.
Keep going.
Sorry.
You got it. You got
Just
him on the
checking.
rope.
Question.
okay.
Question.
Yasha and Porter.
From my perspective, since I'm 3 feet tall.
Yes.
Have I ever seen the giants?
Actually, you've seen them when they come up to the edge to see Yasha, and when they throw the boulders because they're kind of leaning over to chuck them.
Okay.
So you have seen them. Yes.
Okay, but right now I'm like.
Right now you're like,
wall,
they're somewhere.
wall.
Yeah.
Okay,
You just
cool.
see Bo jump out there and go,
Okay, cool.
Can I use my 30 feet of movement to continue my path towards the wall? I'm
Sure.
over here.
Looks
Like that's 25. And I will use my bonus action Misty Step to bamp up 40 feet above, actually just to the top of the fence so that I have visual range on. Let's go right up here.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Okay.
I'd like to be within 30 feet of both of them.
You've got it. This will be a trick I learned from Brennan.
Now I have a question for you, Mr. Mercer.
Yes.
Because none of us have attacked them yet. Are we considered? Are we fighting them?
You have initiated combat. You are they're aware there is a threat, and you guys are coming at them in a threatening manner, so this would be considered combat.
YOLO. I will cast Charm Monster at 5th level and target both of them.
Charm Monster to both of them?
Yeah. Which is a Wisdom saving throw of 17 and lasts for an hour. But they get advantage because we're fighting them.
Okay.
I was thinking about doing it before we were fighting them, but that shit happened.
The first one rolled a natural 1 and a 14. This one does not succeed.
Wait.
This one.
Oh boy.
Neither of them succeed.
You made friends!
I think it spells real good!
Oh my god.
So, as you leap up on top, with your falchion to one side, you reach your hand out and you watch this kind of sickly green energy gather and then spiral out towards both of them. It wraps into their eyes and their ears and inside their mouth and nose, and they kind of inhale the energy. And as they do, their physical demeanor goes from defensive to drop to just confused.
Hey boys, what do you say we play real nice? That they just chill.
Yeah, they both kind of put down their aggressiveness towards you, but they still look towards Bo. Like they're not aggressive towards you right now.
Okay. Friendly to me. Right. Shit. Okay. Cool. Never done it before.
Okay. That finishes your turn, Ford?
Yes.
Yasha, what are you doing?
Okay, so.
That was awesome.
Okay.
All right,
They
so.
can still fight, but just not against Ford? How does this work?
I don't know.
They
don't know. We
They
don't
treat Ford as a valued ally.
Yeah. For now.
Which means you can give directions to them as an ally when it comes around to it. And they'll probably listen to you to a certain degree unless it goes against their better judgment and personal, sense of self-preservation.
Right. Their moral code.
If they speak common.
Which you'll find out soon.
Yeehaw.
Shit.
Indeed.
Welcome to the Yeehaw Game Rant.
Beware the rift.
So, Yasha.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to make my movement and try to get to the inside top of the fence, like where the little lip is.
10, 15, straight towards it. 20. Go ahead and make an athletics or acrobatics check. Athletics to try and just climb up the side. And jump.
19.
19, yeah. You go ahead and you leap, make most of the way, and then clamber up the rest of the distance.
Okay.
Drawing Magician's Judge as you do so, getting up onto the top. So with that movement there, you have 5 more feet. You could hop down, because there is a walkway on the other side of the fence.
I'll hop down to the walkway.
All right.
And then
So that's your movement.
I would like to rage.
Okay. Bonus action rage, you got it.
And then, as an action, can I drink this healing potion?
Oh, if you'd like to.
Oh, because you got hit.
I got hit. I forgot to until just right now.
So yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Charm Monster is not concentration.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, I thought you were saying if it was concentration.
Oh, no, sorry. No, I was saying to both.
Gotcha.
Because she fell off the fence.
Yeah, you're good. All right, so Yasha, is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Your potion is spent.
Yes.
You got it.
Oh, that's so nice, though.
It's really nice. I know.
Buy more?
That's better. It's better. It's better.
Okay, that finishes Yasha's go. We're up to Caduceus. It's your turn.
Oh boy, I don't understand anything that's going on. That all happened real quick. I guess I'm going to make my way to behind the fence. I'm just gonna run up to the fence and try and get cover there.
20, 25, 30.
Yeah. So.
Okay, you do not have a visual on anything beyond that fence, so it's too high for you to see that.
But I can see Bo and I can see. Is that Yasha?
You can just barely see the top of Yasha, maybe like 3 inches of the top of her head.
So
but she is within visual range.
I have Bo and Yasha. Okay, just to make sure that things are good. Oh, and can I see Ford too?
Yeah, you all can see Ford.
I'm just gonna do a quick bless on the 3 of them, just so everything's all copacetic.
Sure, go for it. All right.
Let's cast blessed. So that means that you guys now have. You guys have added D4 to your attack rolls and saving throws.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
So.
Alrighty. That ends your turn, Caduceus?
Yeah, I think that's everything. It's just bonus.
Attack and saving throws?
Attacks and saving throws.
The giant in the back takes their turn. You can see now at a better visual range, this one appears to be a female stone giant. steps forward and starts shouting. Does anybody here speak giant?
Looking. I do.
You do?
I do.
Yes, you do.
Yay!
So you hear, you guys, the rest of you hear, you hear the translation basically saying, the two of you, protect us, knock them back.
They sound smart.
But the two of you protect us.
Do they sound smart? I don't know.
It's gonna go ahead and, let's see here.
Oh, God, they're gonna try and hit us. Okay.
The one back there, looking up into the kind of open sky above, the clouds already there, is going to...
What?
Actually, no, it's not going to do that. Instead, is going to go ahead and cast Disrupting Earth.
Disrupting Earth.
Kill them all.
That's some like druid shit.
Clear 'em out.
Clear 'em out. That's right.
So, looking...
Spells are even bigger.
No, there's not enough people on the ground. So instead... Instead, it's going to cast Hold Person. At a third level. Which is a third level slot.
Oh no.
I will need both Ford and Yasha, both of you guys, to make wisdom saving throws, please.
With a D4.
Okay.
An additional D4 added to it because you just got blessed.
Thank you.
Ugh. 11.
That's a failure.
Oh.
But
Add your D4.
Tap.
You can't give instructions to the giants now.
That's true, actually.
Okay, so it's 18. Minus 1.
Yes.
No.
18.
18, you succeed.
Okay.
So Ford, you find as they both turn, you go, all right, and your lungs lock up. You can barely breathe. All of your focus is going toward just making your lungs expand and contract.
Please
bring
tell
air
me
in.
I'm on a balanced position before I lock up, and I'm not just like slowly.
Yes, because you were kind of straddling the peak of it to keep balance. So yeah, you're still locked in place.
Okay.
It's a little precarious. If a heavy wind were to blow, we'd have to start rolling. But so far, it's a little still in the sky.
Oh God.
You, however, do resist it. The rage in your mind manages you to shrug it off without issue.
That one too.
And all you're still seeing is the red filter over everything in front of you. With that, the giant's going to go ahead and move over this way. Actually, yeah, about there, the 40 feet. And it's starting to kind of just move away from the rest of them. Ending its turn, Caleb, you're up.
Okay, well, I do not know what happened to them, so I am going to continue with my plan, which is to march straight towards the door. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and on the way, I am pulling out the flower from a catmint plant and crushing it in my hand and muttering to myself, and for a split second there is a vision of a curled frumpkin hovering in the air, and it explodes out into a gigantic cat's claw that is orangish brown burnt umber, and that claw is going to rend the shit out of the gates and try to open it.
Okay, what spell is this? This is...
Cat's ire, we discussed.
Oh, right, yes. Yes, indeed.
Cat's ire we discussed.
Is that a real spell? Are we off the map? Are we off the grid? What's going on?
DISG.
So this...
Sure.
All right.
Meow.
So go ahead and roll for an attack on the door.
I rolled a 19.
Yeah, that hits fine. So go ahead and roll full damage.
Yeah.
The cat's claw's made out of dirt? That's a dirty pussy.
Forgot about it.
Sam.
I'm sorry.
Wow, I've said nothing better about my joke now. Thank you. That was so good.
23.
23 points of damage. All right, the door splinters. It actually breaks inward, but from what you can tell, one, there is a slat held in place that is partially cracked, and from a little gap you can see there is actually a pile of stones that have been pressed up against the door, which means one more round you could probably break through, but this is reinforced specifically to hold back quite a bit of damage.
The end of my turn.
All right, then it's Caleb's go.
Hell yeah.
Jester, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to turn to Nott, and I'm gonna say, "Do you trust me?"
Fluffernutter.
I'm going to cast Dimension Door.
Okay.
And bring us up to the top of this, like inside,
Okay. Up in the very, very top.
Are there
middle place?
in the very, very top.
All right.
Does that come with the fuck me eyes?
Go ahead and hand me your minis if you don't mind.
Do you trust me?
I can open your eyes.
Both of you guys are currently up now, inside this floor up here. You can see there is a
There are windows, right? Little slits.
little slits you can see through.
Yes.
there is a ladder that leads down into the kind of lower regions of this tower.
Okay.
So that's your dimension door. It's your action.
That's my dimension
You haven't
door.
moved. If you had movement at all, you wanted to use or a bonus action.
I'm going to go up and look through the window.
All right, so you survey and you have a very clear view of this, and you see the rest of the layout too. This is a large field, and you can see there's blacksmithies, there's partially built machines that are kind of in ruins. It looks like they've been pulled apart, and big plates of metal have been yanked off. And you get a better look at the giants too. They have pieces of metal affixed to them that are like tied on rope, kind of haphazard armor. Yeah, it looks like they're kind of like pulling whatever scraps in the area and are starting to find ways to better defend themselves. And then behind it, there's another fence quite a ways back where you can see the actual mining camp begins, but that's quite a ways this way. But all you can see right now, actually make a perception check for me. Glancing over there. Hey!
Natural 20.
These are large creatures. Huge, technically, when you consider the size dynamic. These are the only three you see in the camp currently.
Okay. Currently. Is not tall enough to see through the slits.
Not could probably use a little boost.
Okay, then for my bonus action, I'm going to boost not up.
Okay. So your feet are kind of dangling off the ground as Jester's swole arm grabs you by the scruff of the cloak and lifts you up to see.
No, I got my arms around her waist.
Perfect. All right, the finishes. Jester's go. Not and the giants are going simultaneously. So, Not, you have a higher dexterity than they do, so I'm letting you act first.
I'm shooting at the important one in back. I will just fire my crossbow bolt.
Okay, you have an advantage. It does not know you're there.
I assume so. Advantage to hit?
To hit, yes.
That's cocked.
I didn't know if it was like a Tony Stark
Okay.
reactor stitch or like.
That's a 26 to hit.
26 definitely hits, yeah.
Ooh.
Yours.
Sneak attack damage. Okay.
I gotta mix them all together. Cooler in Vegas.
Yeah.
26 points of damage. I'll add on to that Fury of the Small. That's an extra. Are we level 9 now?
Yes.
Extra 9 points. 35 points.
Damn.
Concentration check. No, fail.
Yay!
You're back.
I'm good.
You regain control.
Back, baby.
As the bolt strikes, you watch as the giant kind of grabs the chest, looks up in the direction where it came from, and kind of just barely sees where you both are inside. However, the look is like intense, then fear, and you can see the eyes kind of looking to the other giants, and there's kind of a sense of desperation clicking in.
Are they afraid of goblins?
It's worrying. All right, so that finishes your turn. Not are you gonna move?
Bonus action,
That's
fire
right. Shoot
again.
Go for it.
Not as good. 19.
They're big. For giants, they're lithe. Their bodies are like they're muscular, but they're thin and elongated. They're still pretty big, pretty
Another
easy to hit.
11 points of damage.
Do they look thin, like emaciated, or do they look like thin?
They just look compared to what you're used to knowing about giants, and you have fought a hill giant before. And they're just meaty. These things are going to be like just slender and elongated in their features.
With my movement, can I just... There was a ladder in there, right?
Correct.
Can I just go down a little bit and just see what's in the bottom floor?
Sure.
And then come back up?
So peeking within, you can see another chamber with a trap door on the inside that seems to go further down to a third floor inside the
But no one's in there.
No one's in there.
Okay, that's all. And then back up to Jester.
All right, there you go. And there's Jester's placement right there.
So if they're scared, they're doing this out of desperation.
So that finishes your turn. These two giants now, this one's gonna walk up,
Or they're afraid of goblins.
and this one's gonna go ahead and walk up there, pushing through. One of them's gonna go ahead, because they do have a reach of 15 feet with their clubs. First one's gonna go against... They both get two attacks, one against Bo and one against Yasha. The first one against Bo has disadvantage, which is great because the first roll is a natural 20. The second one is an 18 to hit.
Miss.
Misses.
Ooh. I just jump and switch feet.
Yes. As you leap in the air,
Sick.
I'm considering one strike. The two attacks are one strike as it takes one giant like baseball bat swing against you. You jump out of the way and the full might goes towards Yasha. Yasha, that is going to be 21 to hit. All right,
One of
so
those obstacle course videos. First kid gets out of the way, second one's like, "Hi, Mom."
exactly.
Wipe out.
When they like gets in their stomach and then they just cartwheel into the water.
They make that great noise.
26 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, wait,
reduced
but
to
I'm
13 because
yes.
you are raging.
Okay.
So it cracks you on the side, but you hold fast and kind of shrug it off as it withdraws the club. You see it angrily looking down. It's now facing you. You can see the eyes themselves kind of white with pupils in there, a very intense and kind of heavy breathing. It is bearing down. The other one is taking 2 swings at you because you're the one that well, you know, it can't take it because it's charmed. It looks at you and kind of just gives a nod.
High five, bro.
High fives you and pushes you off the side. Instead, he's going to move in, step over the side, and he's going to go twice for Yasha because it's not going to attack you because you charmed it. First attack. Oh, that's a 12.
Okay, that doesn't hit. That doesn't
Does
hit.
not hit. Yeah, it was a 3 + 9. The other attack against you, that is a 22 though.
That hits.
All right, so the next strike, 20 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 10.
Okay.
So it slams down, the wood splinters as you kind of dodge out of the way of the first one. It breaks up part of the flooring, and you're kind of having to back up and find a way to keep yourself standing with all that splintered wood kind of jagged up in your direction. As you look up, the second one hits you in the shoulder, and you shoulder a majority of the damage. You feel a crack in the back of your shoulder blade, but you move up with the sword and push it off. That ends both of those giants' turn. Top of the round, Bo, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna do a sick leap down. I'm gonna come over here. If I'm on this wagon wheel, am I within range?
Yes, you are within melee range.
Okay.
Is she spinning around?
The wheel is shifting slightly.
I kick off and I use that momentum to do like spinning roundhouse with the wheel, like those spinning stripper poles, you know?
So you know?
Yeah.
You know.
You're straight up Tatsumaki Senpo Kyak these guys. All right, that's awesome.
Yeah, whatever you just said.
Street Fighter, it's Hurricane Kick. I'm a Street Fighter nerd, you know this.
as well.
So yeah,
I'll take that. 16 plus 3 plus 6, 25.
that definitely hits. These guys are undamaged currently.
Oh wait, I said I used my foot. Ew, gross.
That's a great visual.
Wait, no, I always do that. I accidentally have that would have actually been 30 to hit.
Still, hits
31.
even more. It hits
7.
that much harder. 7 points of
7
damage.
damage.
You got it.
Stunning strike.
Oh, gotcha. That is going to be 19. 14 plus 5.
Fuck.
So resist the stun.
Damn it.
Again. This time I'm gonna take my staff, and while the wheel is slowly, I lose a little momentum, and I just kind of turn a little bit, and then with the staff.
The staff, go for it. Roll for an attack. Add your d4.
That's 22 plus
That hits.
4.
Go ahead and roll damage on the second one.
Big stick.
And Ford and Yasha, you guys are on deck.
8 damage.
8 points of damage.
Stunning strike.
Alrighty.
Could do that again?
Natural 1. It is
Stunned.
Stunned.
I can do it as many times as I want, as long as I hit.
It just costs a key point every time she does it. So
So she's out of quarters.
essentially. So that one, as you turn with the staff, you go right for the throat and you hit like where its Adam's apple is, and
Like that.
and it like drops the club for a second and grabs its throat and it's like. So it's stunned.
I feel it.
Flurry of blows. Pop, pop.
The same one?
Yep.
All right. Advantage on both attacks because it's stunned. Go for it. With your d4.
Remember
That is the same as before. 26 with
Hits.
1, and then the other is 17 plus 3, so 20.
Did you roll advantage for each?
No, I rolled for both of them.
Right. They both attacks have advantage
Oh.
because you stunned it.
Don't tell me what you were doing.
So
That's
Following the rules.
better. One would be like 26.
just saying, it's additional chance for a crit, so you
for
don't
a
want to mess
crit.
up on that.
Yeah. I hit.
Yeah. All right. So damage on both of those. Go for it.
My character could fly.
All right, that's something. So 12 plus 3, 15, plus another 4, 19. Extract aspects.
Alrighty. So you learn so they have no condition immunities, they have no resistances, they have no vulnerabilities. So it's good to good to know.
They've got no vulnerabilities.
No vulnerabilities, but no resistances. They're not immune to any condition effects either, which is good. So you don't
They're
have to
not immune.
Everything's stunned and paralyzed.
stunned,
and
paralyzed, everything else.
grappled.
Poisoned. Okay.
Correct.
Get based.
No, I mean, you're basic.
Second.
You're gonna be at Liam's
No resistance, no immunities, no vulnerabilities.
Correct.
Basic.
Fucking boots.
That's my turn.
All right, that finishes your go. All right, Yasha, Ford, what are you guys doing?
I look at the giants and I say, my wise and handsome friends, these fine folks are our allies and here to help. When you are able, please make your way to the right side of this here camp and take a load off. Take a seat and the danger will pass.
Okay.
Thank you, Preacher Man. Yeah.
Both of them kind of look up at you, and well, one of them's going.
They'll attack if provoked, but they're our friend.
They make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage? New York City!
Is it because I just punched him in the face? He
doesn't speak German.
I feel real bad.
9. They're not backing away, but they are confused. They do not seem to understand the words you're saying.
Oh, but
Oh, shit. Right.
Big Latin.
But they're certainly avoiding you.
That's good. That's good.
I will use my movement to come to the edge of this roof, and I will hop down in between them.
Like down this way?
Yeah, down to where Bo is. So like I'm right next to Bo if there's any purchase.
Right there?
Yeah.
All right, cool. We'll put you down right there.
It's really cool.
You got it. Cool. So you're now you leap down. Ankles kind of a little bit, but you're like, I'm fine. You look up, and now the shadow of the looming giants is kind of staring down at you.
And all I heard is blah 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 blah. Cool. That's my turn.
You had their attention, but they don't understand what you're saying.
Right. Because that's my action to say all that, right?
I would say if you can include it it was short enough where you can include it with an action if you had one.
It was not short.
It was pretty lengthy. All right, we'll go with it. So that ends your go, Yasha.
Okay, so I'm going to try and take a stabby at the one closest to me. I can't see over the tower, so can I reach?
You cannot reach. You have to move to get to them.
Okay, you know what I'm going to do?
Move next to where Bo is on the other wheel.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right.
And
you are both kind of slowly spinning on these wheels.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Just kind of like.
It's like in Thor Ragnarok. Hold on.
Oh, wait.
Okay, so I'm going to attack with my Magician's Judge.
All right, you have advantage on these strikes because it is currently stunned.
And you get a D4 added to them as well.
Correct. You're blessed.
Okay, so that would be.
Because you're hashtag blessed.
Okay, so we'll take the 15.
And then
Plus
plus the D4.
Produces your own deck, by the way.
Yeah.
25.
That hits.
Okay, so. Oh boy, where's all my things? Okay, so plus Divine Fury.
Correct. So you do the
So-
3d6.
Oh boy. 8.
You don't know I speak giant. I did make a comment, but if you're not listening.
Oh, you didn't talk, right?
Well, they said something and I commented of what they were doing, but that's as far as.
16 points
16
of
points
damage.
of damage. Nice. All right, so as you land on the wheel, you swing, carving right through part of its shoulder, and like kind of it bends with the damage, and you oh shit! You go for a second strike as you spin around if you're going to do the next attack.
Yep.
Roll the CD at
Wait,
first.
hold on. Sorry.
You'll probably hit 'cause you have advantage.
Ooh, that's cocked. Okay,
Yep.
well, natural 20.
Oh well, okay. You have brutal critical, so you get to roll an additional die for your damage because you're level 9.
Oh my god.
Oh, I hate these. Okay, hold on. Wait, I have once per turn when you roll damage for a melee weapon attack, you can reroll the damage dice and use either total. Okay, I'm using Savage Attacker, so I'm gonna reroll these.
You got it.
And I can use either total, so I'm gonna use other dice.
Nice job.
That's right. You get that
Miss.
Yep.
Nice.
Dice roll better. Getting back in it.
Never gonna give you up. Fill in the
That's better.
That's way better.
Okay.
So it's 3d6.
Next, the brutal critical.
plus anything?
Well, you double the 2 of the dice, and then you add the additional third. It's a critical hit.
Oh, so I rolled a 12 total. Wait, double 2 of the dice?
Yes, because the third is what you add on to it at the end.
Okay, so I should roll it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
There
Okay,
you go.
fine. 9, so 18 plus 4, so that's
22.
yes.
Ooh, 38 points of damage in 1 round. Nice. So that momentum from that wheel was enough. So you swing wide the second time, the blade actually stops because it cuts into the side of its chest and kind of ledges in a bit. And you can see like the side of its tunic made of like patched together leather is starting to grow like thick with its own blood. And it's like, and you see it starting to regain itself a little bit, and its eyes flicker back towards you, anger and fury in its face. It finishes your turn. All right, Caduceus, you're up.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can back up a little bit and see the head of this one that's a little out of it. If I step back a little bit, can I see the one that everyone seems to be beating off of?
If you step back a little bit,
Yeah,
yes,
step back
you
a
can see
little
that. You can see the top of both of their heads right now.
I'm going to just call out if I can. You surrender, we can settle this amicably in giant.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to hit it with a quick sacred flame.
Amicably.
So I'm going to pop a sacred flame at the giant.
Okay.
That's okay.
Which one? The one on the left or the one on the right?
The one that everyone's beating on.
Okay. Then go for it. Go ahead.
That's a dex save.
Dex save. It's stunned, so it automatically fails it. Yes.
Oh,
So
wow,
it's
that's
damage.
nice. I mean, I say that. It feels kind of mean, but here we are. That's 14, that's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 points of damage.
Points of damage from a second flame. Nice.
I've got that thing where I get the +5. It's crazy time banana pants. And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to kind of, let's see, I've got 5, 10, 15.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh, that's
you did
fair.
Attack it while you were shouting this.
I did. That's fair. Persuasion with disadvantage. That ain't bad. 16.
16. Okay.
So my attempt at reasonable surrender, and then I'm going to I'm going to move just about where I'm going to move right over there by that little stone pile against the wood.
Here?
Yeah, like right there.
Okay.
And that's where I'm going to try and hide from the next thing that happens.
Okay. You've got it.
All right.
So that finishes your Caduceus?
Yep.
All right. It is now this giant's turn. Watching one of its companions being bludgeoned and cut, hearing you shout across the way, its eyes are going wild, and it shouts out a retort to you. The rest of you hear is just more giant guttural noises being shouted. You hear a translation that says, "No, you attack us. We're defending. Come in and you die."
All right.
Ain't wrong.
Make an insight check.
All right. Wow, that's a 27.
Maybe they're just nice.
That's what Caduceus is for.
Maybe the mine was
First
for,
whisper of the night.
Their homes.
This whisper brought to you by Dwarven Forge.
Also.
Maybe.
They look hungry.
I feel like with Caduceus's wisdom, we should just have like a pair of soup cans that go from Matt to Taliesin.
Dwarven Forge
To
has
save you.
106-page PDF.
I can't respond until my turn.
Correct.
Okay, that's fair.
As it says that, it takes its staff and slams it into the ground. There's a rumble, and from over there, suddenly the ground around this portion of the wall in the gate explodes as sharp shards of earth and rock go punching out of it from all different directions. Yasha, Bo, Ford, I need you guys. Actually, it's a 20-foot cube.
Are we still blessed?
That would be, you're still blessed. That would be Caduceus as well. Need you guys to all make dexterity saving throws, please.
Okay.
And you have a D4 to add to that save.
You do.
Is the door surviving this?
Damn it.
The door is.
This sucks.
But
Oh, yes. Honey.
Oh, all right.
this here is torn asunder.
Oh, really?
This part of the wall is blown apart. It is
Not great.
rubble and ruin on that side there. So, what'd you get?
30.
Oh, shit.
What?
Shit.
I rolled a 19 plus 8 plus.
That'll do it.
D4.
Yeah. So, all right.
21.
Nice.
13.
13. Fail.
16.
16. All right. Everyone but Caduceus succeeded. So on that, Caduceus, you take. Ooh. That is 28 points of bludgeoning damage. Everyone else takes 14.
28 points of bludgeoning damage.
I still take 14.
Yes.
And what's the concentration check on that?
This whole space here, by the way, this is obliterated. Everything you guys are standing on is destroyed. All of this is gone, and this whole space is considered rough terrain. As you land in the middle of this giant area, there's just rock shards everywhere.
What I've got to roll a concentration check really quickly. For 28 points.
Actually, technically, Caduceus, looking at it now where you guys were placed, you would be out of the cube.
Oh, well, that's
So
nice.
actually, you
Never
take
mind.
damage. I'm looking at that now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Because it knew where the three of you were, and I just thought you were in the vicinity, but looking at this, no.
It's opening now.
You just step out of the way as the stone misses the front of your face. And the rock crumbles into this giant pile, and there's just jagged stone everywhere in that space. Okay.
Wow.
And as that happens, this figure's going to move back over to here. And is reaching down for what looks to be a boulder on the ground. That finishes its go. Caleb, you're up.
Okay, so the wall just erupted next to me, and that all looks like hell. So I am just going to describe a crack opening in the doorway. So the giant cat's claw is just going to reach into that and try to rip the door away.
Okay, go for it. So go ahead and roll for damage on that. Roll for attack and damage.
Attack and damage, yeah?
There's no wall anymore. Why are you still trying to open the gate?
I have a reasons. Just an 11 on the door to hit.
It still hits. It's a door.
Okay, that's what I was hoping.
Not just when it comes to doors.
Yes.
Sure.
Doors are arch nemesis.
Doors have been a problem in the past.
20 force damage.
Okay, yeah, that will be enough. You watch as this gate and the boulders in the vicinity just explode out of the way, causing this area also to be considered rough terrain.
Yeah. And in that moment, I quickly scan and size up the situation, and I take full movement backwards while the claw starts to move towards the giant in the back.
Move 20 feet?
And we'll go up. It can go 60 feet.
Oh, right.
And it's going to go on an upward trajectory, so it's floating maybe 20 or 30 feet in the air above this giant.
I'm glad those are working.
Claws out.
You got it.
Whoever you are.
And you're moving back this way?
Yeah, straight back, so I can still see.
Can you punch with that thing?
Yeah.
Meow.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Meow, meow.
That ends your turn, Caleb?
Meow.
Jester, you're up.
Okay. Well, I see the giant cat claw, and I see the wall that exploded. And then when I reach through the little slit and go like, no. And then when the cat's polymorph on the big giant that's casting spells.
Okay.
No.
That's a natural 5. I don't think it's a +6 on the save.
That doesn't hit
So
17.
no, it does not. What do you turn it into?
I'm going to say, I hope you like the ocean, and I'm going to turn him into a killer whale.
Okay. I don't have a killer whale minion.
What?
Why not?
I know.
What a failure.
So I'll just consider the horse as the. There you go.
Wow.
And you watch as it's grabbing the rock, and you see the giant cat claw coming towards it, and its eyes darting around. It grabs its staff, and you can see it beginning to cast some sort of incantation through its fingers and the staff, and then just come flopping around on the floor.
That's a good killer whale sound.
When they're not underwater, it doesn't sound as majestic.
Not really.
No. It's just like,
All right. So that's your action.
That's my action. Cast spell. And then I guess I'm going to turn my focus over to the other guys, and then I don't have any really bonus actions I can do.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just stay there.
That finishes your turn, Jester. All right, Not.
I feel minor clarification.
I'm gonna lift Not up so that I'm gonna use my bonus to
The
boost
lift
Not
all
up.
out.
So
Okay.
Minor clarification, I had meant for that cat's claw to be 15 to 20 feet higher in the sky.
Then that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you.
We have waves.
There you go.
Thank you.
No worries. All right. Not.
Boy. So are we trying to kill these guys or what? Oh,
Kind of an endless loop, because even if I say, listen to Caduceus, it sounds like blah, 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 blah.
That's true.
Damn. They've probably got a lot of hit points too. Have we done some damage looking out at these guys? These two?
This one's untouched. This one's taken a fair amount of damage. It's looking cut up, and it's looking like it's taken some hits. The one back there has also taken a little bit of damage, but is now a giant whale.
Yeah, sure. All right, I guess I'll target. I don't know what to do. I guess I'll target the one that hasn't been touched yet.
Okay.
And I will cast Phantasmal Force on it.
Okay.
I will just rub a little bit of fleece and cast Phantasmal Force. And if it succeeds, let's find out. It has to make an Intelligence save of 15.
No, it does not. That is a 4.
We're in these roles in our whole lives, man. Yeah. This is nice.
It's in your favor this game, apparently.
Finally.
I'm gonna say that. That the club in its hand. No.
Artisan
what are you doing?
What would make it run away? I don't know. The club in its hand, it now perceives to just be on fire, and the fire is licking it, and actually that will cause some damage too.
Okay, go for it. Roll damage.
The damage is, I think it's just 1d6, I think. Yes, it's 6. Okay, 3 points of fire, psychic damage.
Right, 3 points of psychic damage, and it has 2.
That's it. It just thinks that its club is on fire and hurting it.
Okay, good. Well, it's its turn, and on that, no, it takes its club and just goes and throws the club to the ground. So it hits it. Its club is currently, it's not even touching it. It's kind of sort of backing away. It looks over towards you and it's kind of looking down at you and is like, what do I do? It just spends its action throwing the club on the ground and kind of freaking out and trying to figure out, what do you want?
What do we do, Dad?
And then I'm gonna run down the steps. Shake free of Jester. Run down the steps. Can I get all the way to the bottom floor?
There's a trapdoor. You want to open the trapdoor?
Yes, please.
Okay, go ahead and open it. It's not locked. Opens up. There's another ladder, and you leap down inside. And now you are inside this chamber. The door is partially open. You can step out if you want to.
I will bonus action dash down and out.
All right. Yes. You are now out on this battlefield. You want to, with your full movement there at 35.
I don't want to be in the open. Just kind of peeking around.
Okay.
That's it.
So if you want to be outside, you can dart down behind the steps.
That sounds good.
That sounds great.
Jester's dead.
That's
On
okay.
forever. Start the ritual.
Jester's dead.
All right. That finishes your turn knot. Finishes the giant's go.
It's crookedy.
There you go.
Things will settle as the earth moves. There we go.
One of them's stunned. The other one threw its club to the ground. It's looking at Ford, doesn't know what to do. Sees you guys are still there angrily attacking. Her Caduceus yelling. It's generally confused. And it's seeing Caleb casting shit. It's succumbing to the illusion, and it's just gonna slowly back away. As it does, both Ford and Bo. No, Bo's a little too far away, unfortunately. No, you did land there. Bo, you can take an attack of opportunity if you'd like.
I will not.
Okay. Ford?
I will not.
Okay. It's gonna go ahead and step back. Then it turns and looks at the whale on the ground and goes. Very confused now. The giant floating cat's claw. D&D, guys. All right. That finishes. They go top of the round. Bo, you're on.
I am going to hold my turn until Ford talks to them one last time, and if they look aggro, then I attack.
Okay. And if your turn, this guy is no longer stunned. He is hurt. Holding his club, he kind of begins coughing.
I wait for Ford and I just go to him.
Okay.
Hold my action.
All right. What are you holding your action for?
I'm gonna wait for Ford to talk.
And if things go
and
poorly.
if things go poorly, then I go.
You got it.
Then I'll fuck him up.
Yeah.
Ford, Yasha, it's your turn.
Yeah, I do my best, stewardess or impression, and I say,
Make a persuasion check.
Come on.
Yeah, that's gonna work. 16.
All right. All right. So both of them kind of looking at the whale and looking back at you.
Oh yeah.
Does
Are you
bless
still
make?
blessed?
Only for saves and
Only for
attacks.
saves. Yeah, it's not ability checks. Nice try there. So the other one looks back and they both kind of look at you and it's like, oh, has the club and it's ready to just bear down on Bo. The eyes meet and then it looks at you. Looks back at the whale. They look at each other. One takes his club and kind of just sets it there and sits down on the ground. The other one that doesn't have its club looks a little frazzled and kind of like and sits, but eyes are still kind of wide. The whale's.
We got about 54 minutes left.
Well, I assume the whale will. I assume the whale will lose its breath before that, well before that, and come back to life as a giant.
It's a mammal.
Mammals.
They breathe there.
They breathe air.
They're mammals.
But don't they need water to like live or
I
something?
mean, like over the course of the day.
Hours and hours.
What are you?
Huh.
Be a beach whale? Never heard of a
Water is
beach
such a
whale?
mysterious thing.
We got a solid hour. Yeah.
Okay.
Conjure water.
So, Caduceus, Yasha, anything?
I'm actually gonna walk out into this.
Okay, well, Yasha, he rose before you actually. So, what do you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna. Oh, I already am on the ground.
Yes, you're just like standing
Is
amongst all
this
the
one's
rubble.
club anywhere close by?
Yeah, it's right in front of Ford.
Okay, so I'm just gonna grab it and make sure I keep it so it can't pick it back up in case something happens.
Okay. The other giant kind of goes like and puts its hand up because it watches you grab a burning club and just carry it
I
off.
just you know, it's okay. It's okay.
It's
Grab it.
impressed how you're just withstanding this roaring inferno that you're clutching in your arms that is not actually there.
Okay.
Okay, and are you moving?
Yeah, because I don't see.
Or are you just...
Yeah, actually, I want to move a little bit closer this way, like towards the bigger one, just in case of something. No, I mean, still close to the wall,
Okay, it's like this
but
way?
just in case of.
You got it.
I have a for a next step if something
Okay,
happens.
that finishes your go.
Yeah.
Reduces.
I'm gonna try and walk out into this unthreateningly.
That's awesome.
25, 30. You'll get about
Perfect.
there with your movement.
And I'm just very quickly just going to do the, well, everybody give it a second, 1 second. And in giant, I'm going to put out there, this seems very unnecessary. I get the sense that this is a misunderstanding and we would be happy to talk about whatever situation is going on here. Nothing bad has to happen here. This feels wrong.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah. No. 6?
With advantages?
No advantage.
Does he speak sacred giant?
They're listening. The moods haven't shifted necessarily.
Who's in charge?
You say that?
Yeah.
Both of them sit and look over towards the whale.
Do you mind sitting quietly for a little while we figure this out?
They both. One of them looks confused. The other looks particularly freaked and is still staring straight at Yasha. From its perspective, is just like holding a pyre in her arms that should be burning her into ashes, and she's like,
she's almost as scared of you as you are of her. I mean, almost. Maybe.
all right.
Yeah.
The rest of you guys. So, effectively, while you're holding polymorph and there's nothing breaking it, combat at the moment has come to a halt.
I'll come down out of the tower then.
Okay.
I'm gonna go towards the other tower and just keep an eye on the rest of the camp to see if any other giants walk our way.
Cool.
Okay. So you're going to the other tower.
Not up it, just over there in that other corner of the volume.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over to the whale and pet it.
Okay.
And say, I'm really sorry that it had to come to this.
It,
I'm really sorry.
the head kind of moves towards you, and like, from what you can see in the dark eye that protrudes from the side of the blubber, having never seen a whale before, you can't read its emotions.
You seem like a really nice
Make a nature
kind
check.
of. Oh, sweet.
Oh, yay.
Cat's ire is gone by now, I would assume.
Wow, that's layers.
Yeah, right?
It's probably been at this point as you guys are coming in and getting to the end of it.
Things are slowing down.
9!
9. Okay. You have no idea what emotions the whale has. It's a whale, and it's flailing about.
Yeah.
But you pet it. It can't assault you.
I make
with
sure I
its
stay
tail or
clear of
teeth.
its tail and
Okay.
fins and shit.
All right, we got about 50 some odd minutes. We should check the rest of the camp, see what's what, and we got to find a way to get these folks out of here.
Well, I don't know. I feel like we're missing part of the situation. I feel like we're missing part of the story here. I'd really like to. This seems weird, right? Like, what are they doing?
Maybe ask them what they need.
Caduceus, yeah, talk to them.
They don't look happy.
Why are they here?
While you do that, I'm gonna scavenge.
I'll stay with Caduceus.
Mr.
Everybody
Ford,
else.
can I borrow you for a second?
Yeah, please.
I look around, looking for this busted cart and start scavenging.
Okay, make an investigation check.
I'll put my arm around Caduceus as he starts to elucidate.
Okay. So
I'm very tall.
I rolled a
can always-
natural
we can
19,
always-
so 25.
Yes.
25. Okay, scavenging around the space here. There's a lot of things used to defend the outskirts of a fort. Plenty of bolts and arrows, and you can see kind of resting in the corners longbows, short bows, heavy crossbows. The further in you get and look over in this space, you can see there's raw ingots of iron and copper. You can see other buildings in here now are smelters. The steelworks here is designed to smelt down alloys into a steel and then craft weapons. And you can see far off the machines that are partially constructed are impressive, though only partially made, and some of them have been pulled apart and elements of it scavenged by these giants, it looks like.
Oh man, they're chests. This is a red.
I know. I'm like, what about these chests? What about that box over there? What about that red thing? That red thing looks important.
Smelting
All right,
shit.
yeah, you go and open the box, and you can see within there's raw ore that hasn't been smelted yet. Rough ore that's been kind of carved and mined and brought here that is currently waiting to be next in that. You get the sense that this space isn't like it isn't an open middle of the forest vault.
All right.
It is a steelworks.
Talk to these assholes.
While he's talking, I have moved closer, much closer to the whale, watching Jester pet the whale, and I'm just, in case this thing turns back into a giant, I am readying some ideas.
I'm so sorry. What are your two names, if you don't mind?
The one that's closest to you, but I'm Dewin.
Dewin, Mr. Dewin. I work for Mr. Ford here. I help him deal with different. That threw me. Help him deal with certain issues that arise, and we have a mission here today. But we feel like that maybe part of that mission could be helping you with obviously. What are you guys doing here? This is just weird.
The giant, which even at your full height and it's sitting, is still kind of looking down at you at this point.
Sorna be the one with more information.
And points towards the whale, but goes,
we ran away from our home up the mountain. Something terrible is happening there, and we came here because we needed a place to stay, and our weapons weren't as effective against these things. So we came for metal, hoping it would help. But then the people in here fought as well, and, well, they're gone now. And so we're gonna stay here.
Well, I relay all that to you.
Yep.
Well, that's the trouble with people is they may go for a time, but they come back and there's a lot more of them. So
let them come.
Yeah, you're. I don't know why, but Mr. Ford has definitely taken the shining to you two, and we feel like we want to help. We feel like this is not a good situation for anyone, and I feel like this could probably be resolved. Pretty reasonably in a positive way for everybody. Do you think your friend over there who's flopping? What is that again? That's some sort of.
I don't understand what you're saying.
What is that? What kind of animal?
Layers
is
on
that?
layers.
Whale.
Whale.
I don't know how to
Caduceus, it's a
say.
whale.
I don't know how to say whale in giant, so it hardly
Say it like a
matters.
big fish.
Yeah, big fish.
That real big fish. Welcome. Tonka. Thank you. Do you think you could help us keep him calm for a second while we discuss things?
We can try. She's a bit wound up.
What was her name one more time?
Suna.
Suna. Miss Suna. All right. Mr. Ford, I'm out of game relaying all this information to you. Do you think this is a good plan?
I trust your heart, Caduceus. It's in a good place.
I'm curious about what's in these mountains. All right.
Ask them what it is in the mountains.
I don't think they really. Do you have a name for what's in the mountains?
I don't know. We live in the small valley in the mountain we call Bran, which you recognize in Giant means belly.
All right.
Kialo began to hear something in this terrible low hum, like wind through the trees, but it didn't stop.
Relaying all this to everybody.
And these things came out of the shadows with wings and long faces, and we tried to swat them, but instead they all went after Chialo, watched his life wither, and then more started coming, smaller, and feeling the strength draw from us. We were confused and scared, so we ran. Only Sorna went back, and she returned, said never to go back. So here we are.
Well, I would say that we could go aid them in a fight, but it doesn't sound like A, they would want to go back, and B, me neither. Maybe we just ask them to find a different place to hold up.
Well, there's a lot of options here. There's definitely going and seeing what the commotion is about, because I don't like I don't like the sound of any of that.
How big are the things that are attacking them?
You may have to talk to the. Let's maybe talk to the
whale
fish.
is not charmed.
That's fine.
No, I don't know.
But she's hearing everything that's going on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
The whale might be. You don't know.
Maybe we don't do that just yet. Maybe if her friends told her that we were nice and stuff. She
Lion
sees
in a
we're not
cage,
attacking.
much different than lying out of a cage.
Well, that is difficult. The other option, of course, is that we do convince them to leave, and if we can do that, there's also more options for humiliation and rebuttal of our friend back at the camp.
We can't convince them to leave without their friend. They're not going to leave without the whale, so we're going to have to bring
Plus,
the whale back.
there are more of them here. It's not like these are the only 3.
Ask them how many of them are there.
Oh yeah,
I think it's better to talk to
That
the
is a
whale
good question.
when there's only 3 of them, not 7.
How many? How many friends do you have staying here right now? You don't mind me asking.
There's 8 total. The rest are out in a hunting party.
Well,
When will they be back?
Anytime.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we should say, yeah.
I'm gonna walk over and I'm going to very calmly, to the 2 that are charmed, I'm going to move Killer Whale's staff to the side, just for now.
Yeah, the staff actually came into the form of a whale.
It's inside of her, never mind.
So you look for it, you're like, I don't understand magic. Where'd the staff go?
Maybe relay that we don't like anyone being displaced from their home, and if they will have us, we will help them reclaim.
I'm relaying this information.
They both kind of look over at the whale and go like,
We'd like to go home.
Do you think you can help us make sure that she doesn't restart a conflict that is possibly more than the 3 of you can handle right now?
they both kind of look at each other and look at the whale, and you can see that she's definitely like a higher hierarchy than both of them, and they go, we can try.
Is the whale still flopping around a lot, or is the whale calm?
The whale is calm.
Also note, at the end of this hour, they know that I charmed them, so we better hope that this is really landing somewhere genuine, otherwise it's a rowdy time.
Sure.
Caduceus, based off of everything you have said, I feel like we could pick these 3 off and then be ready for the next. We seem to have outmatched these, but if we are to deal with their problem, can you ascertain if they are willing to back us up?
That would be a conversation. I get this. I get the sense they don't want to be here.
Yeah.
And I get the sense also that we could probably have a conversation about maybe finding something more permanent that isn't this, or figuring out what this thing is.
Well, I'll tell you, altruism is nice, but it would be better with 8 giants at our back.
That's fair.
I mean, they're still members of the Jorhassian community, right? We're trying to help. I don't know.
Yeah, we've seen giants walking around, right?
And I know I can be a little on the soft end of things in here, and I understand that that's not always the best decision. But I'll leave it to the group. I think we can have that conversation at least.
I think having an awesome community of giants as our allies could be super cool. I think
you're right. That's a good idea.
That is a no-brainer.
Let's do this.
Flip the whale.
Okay. Maybe
say that.
tell them straight up that you charmed them. Maybe let them know, just so that we could make it calmer, so that we
we
could tell
tried to
them
calm
how
them
we
down and
should.
also try talking to the whale.
We have used a little bit of magic to keep you from getting too angry too quickly at this conversation, but please understand that everything that we've attempted to explain is genuine.
They both kind of look over at Ford and kind of.
Good idea.
It's going to turn in a minute, but sure. All right. All right.
They both kind of stand up, walk over to the whale, and both kind of confused, kind of put their hand on the whale. Kind of lean into it. The whale's just like, it's done.
What is the whale's name again?
Oh,
Suna. Suna. I'm going.
Surna. S-O-O-R-N-A. Surna.
Surna. I'm going to turn you back into you, okay? So just, know that we're your friends and that we're not going to hurt you and that please don't hurt us and don't scream or anything. And I think, your bald head looks really cool and you should just keep going with that because you look really nice and stuff, okay?
Yeah,
Maybe back up his spell.
I'm right up there.
I ready in action just in case.
I'm hiding and ready.
Make a persuasion check, Jester.
No.
It's okay. I am readying a cocoon for polymorph myself.
11.
Okay.
I'm going to stand next to Jester just in case.
Okay. As the two giants are kind of there flanking it, and you guys kind of back up and find your place. Do you release the spell?
I hold up my traveler and I go, okay.
The form shifts back into the stone giant. You see as the female giant is now kind of resting on the ground, looks at the rest of you, and immediately just kind of instinctually kind of flinches a bit, and just the body tenses. The staff is placed hard on the ground to get up off of where she was sitting. She stands up to kind of loom over you, and it's now the three shoulder to shoulder. She looks to the other two.
If you mean to help, then show us. But we do not trust the word of outsiders. We trust the actions.
Yeah.
I mean,
Can she speak common or is she still speaking?
She's speaking giant.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, I mean, that's very fair, although I should point out that, this this could have ended a lot of different ways, and I hope that you take that into account. It could have been to the death, and I think that would have been a waste on everybody's end. Either way.
Your tricks keep us docile, but strength against strength, you would still be smashed.
Strength against strength. That's fair. So, tell me about what drove you from your home, if you don't mind. And if we have a minute, I will, when everything is said and done, help heal you and your friends.
You see a 1,000-yard stare from Sorna. No worries.
Sorry, excuse me.
That's okay.
I'll relay this all to everybody.
And she begins to say,
As they said, it was the hum.
The hum.
The droning through the halls of Arbran. The creatures buzzing and flying, piercing our friends, siphoning away their spirits and life. They wither. At first, before all of this, we didn't know where the smell was coming. But from the bone pit, a strange strange glow was discovered by Umbad, my brother. But we didn't think anything of it until the small nightmares began to come. We tried to fight, but our clubs and rocks glanced off of their beastly horned hides. And I know better than to know that something small does not make it not dangerous.
Very wise.
So, when they pierced my brother and pulled the life from his veins, I gave the command to flee. We regrouped, lost 2 more as we exited the cave. It was just the 8 of us. After we had some time to collect our thoughts and prepare to return, we walked back to the front of Brunn. And there I saw my brother waiting, Umbat. He who I saw die before me just smiled back, and I knew it wasn't him.
Oh, no.
And I knew we could not go back. They began to give chase once more. And we ran. We ran from the mountain. We ran through the woods. And we ran into this encampment. And then people here fought back, angry and cut, and we protected ourselves. Many of us wounded, but we survived and they fled. We decided to make this camp ours. If the things that took our home were to pursue, this would be where we make our stand. And if not, we would rebuild. But if what you say is true and you have interest in helping us reclaim our home, and you do, then we have no use of this place for small people.
We serve life. The things you describe are quite literally the opposite of that. We have an enemy in common. Your plan was very sound to stay here and hold a final stand. Perhaps together we can do something about these people who've taken your home. How small were they? Smaller than us?
She puts her hands forward and she says, okay, different sizes. The ones that fly, and she makes like a ball shape with her hands that's about twice the size of Caduceus.
Oh, that's pretty big.
It's pretty big.
That's pretty big.
Twice the size of Caduceus?
There were smaller, thinner ones with tails and hooked horn.
Oh, boy.
They feasted on the corpses.
Yeah, boy.
Scales. Undead demon shit.
Well.
Undead demons?
Oh, one of the giants was killed and brought back to life as a zombie.
Oh no.
That's
got a great bird.
Caduceus, have you asked them if they wouldn't mind just living somewhere else?
No, I haven't.
Do you think they would?
I don't know.
Or do we have to go back with them and help?
Yeah, but then they still don't have a home.
Well,
It's also possible. How long have they been here for? How long ago did you make your way here?
Say 8 sun cycles.
And they still haven't found you yet, these things. Well.
Well, we'll have them on our side if we go back, right? To fight these undead creature-y things?
If they are feeling that is the correct course of action.
Or if they don't want to join us, we take a little rest. Their hunting party comes back, does not smash us.
That would be nice.
And then we can go try and play exterminator.
I mean, any type of invasion is only going to get worse, right?
I don't like these things walking to the land. That does not sit well with me.
Plus, it's either work for these guys or work for some sort of Jorhastian bureaucrats.
Yeah, we are still measuring.
And we
what we want to do here.
We serve ourselves.
Is this what you want to do?
I have some fear, but this feels noble.
Caduceus, what are you looking for again? Does this have any play in that?
I don't know, but probably.
That was very clear of you.
Thank you.
Probably.
I am looking for answers, and the fact that something like this is out there is definitely feels important. We've been brought here. We've been presented with this opportunity. That seems special. It seems particular.
Let's do it. Come on.
I'm surprised, but thank you.
Why?
Mr. Ford is normally what I consider to be the voice of caution.
No, I think we are doing something more dangerous than what we have in front of us. We could probably exterminate the giants here.
We are definitely trading up to a bigger fish, so to speak.
Just because it's the easiest route doesn't mean it's the best one, though.
There's also 8 more coming back.
Yeah, but we could. I'm not saying correct. That's not what we're going to do, but we could. We could deal with these things easily, I believe. But if we need. The goal here was to empty out this fort. We're going to do it one way or another. We are going to walk with our new friends to this problem and deal with it, or if it's too much for us, we can also fall back and leave them.
Do you think Wako?
Yeah.
You think Wako would accept proof of the situation being handled other than on the head of a giant?
Well, if
we bring
the
something
smelting
back from this
operation
fort.
starts up again, then they'll be happy.
We could even tell them that there were barely any giants there and they just ran away immediately at the first sign of people. It was barely anything.
This fort being empty would be the proof that they require.
Have we healed these giants yet? Maybe that would be a show of good faith.
I've been waiting for everybody to...
Let's do that, and then we'll wait for their hunting party
Who
to
needs
get back.
healing?
All of them need healing,
I mean,
right?
who of us as well?
Oh, of
I'm
us?
good. I'm a little down.
Yeah.
But not a lot.
So I'm going to relay a bit of
Short
this.
rest?
I'm
Short
going
rest
to
this?
relay a little bit of this to her. And just
down here for the night.
here's what
Yeah.
we're thinking of doing: is staying the night, waiting for the rest of your party to return, and if you're amiable, having a conversation about either all of us going, which would be preferable, or we can go and take a look at and at least scout and see what this is. But we feel like together we maybe could help you get your home back.
Make a persuasion check.
It's going to be a terrible roll, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's gonna be just
Big money.
That's terrible. That's 19. That's not okay.
That's big.
so bad.
19.
So bad.
19.
19.
Sorna, kind of looking down at you. For the first time, you see the scowl fade a moment and kind of the chin turn up a bit, surprised. We cannot abandon this. For the moment we do, those people return and take it back. I will go with you. The rest will stay.
Not one friend of yours as well, just you?
I'll talk to the rest when they return, but I trust you. I don't know if I trust them, and I definitely don't trust them. And you watch her head peer back towards the east, where the fleeing members of this camp are.
Very wise for a giant, if that's your feelings.
That's why I am the land speaker of them.
The land speaker. That's fantastic. I'm going to relay. She's game. Maybe we can convince one more to come with us, but they are hesitant to
They're gonna
abandon the
stay
fort.
here.
The rest are hesitant to abandon the fort to just be taken
Well,
back
that's
until
fine.
we.
It's decent.
2 giants on our side is pretty
I
good.
feel good about that. One or two. We'll see how they feel.
Yep.
I'm gonna heal everybody really quickly. So I'm
I
just
would
gonna
say
do.
make sure they don't. You can't hurt anybody while we're gone.
Try not to.
Try not to.
If they attack, obviously, there's nothing. I mean, I'm not going to tell people not to
You're
defend
not wrong.
themselves.
You're not wrong.
Let's just do a. Do I want to burn my 5th? Let's burn a 4th. That's a little crazy. Let's do a mass healing word, or a prayer of healing. Let's do a 10-minute prayer of healing for everybody here. So that's the 3 of you. You are in there. Who else needs a little bit of You're in there.
I got hit a little bit.
We're also taking a short rest, yeah?
Yeah, but this will at least just get everybody up and running. So that's
a short rest, or are we bedding down for the night?
we're gonna probably bend. We're gonna probably bend down for the night, but
we want them to talk.
We'll have a meal. We'll talk.
What time is it?
Ooh.
Well, Sam, it's what time is it?
Right now?
In the day.
Oh, in the day. I was like, you can look at your phone.
What time is it?
Showtime. I get a whole different response to that question. At this time of day, it would be. I know. I don't know if you would. It would. I'd say at this point, it's. Let's say mid-afternoon. By the time you guys travel through the forest and prepare for this battle and taking the time to settle them, it's like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. You're looking at dusk in the next
26 points.
Hour or two.
Oh, hey, Caduceus, just one more question.
Yeah, of course.
How far is it walk to their camp?
Why is your voice so low?
I mean, why is it? How far?
Wait, here.
How far is the?
Here you go now. Right there.
How far is it to their camp by foot?
How long of a walk would you say after we bed down tonight? What do you expect our walk to be?
She kind of looks up and, from her perspective, she stands up. She can see. The rest of you see the trees are too thick and too tall, and she kind of glances up. It's about a 3-hour journey at your speed.
That's not bad.
Okay.
Can we check the rest of the camp? That abode over there, that tent. Just make sure nobody had any.
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Oh, well, let's find what's his name tent. And
whoever wants to help with that,
see if
or
there's
you
any
can
incriminating evidence.
Oh yeah, what is his name? The guy we're supposed to embarrass.
Natural 20.
Natural 20, a total of
26.
Yeah, that's
nice. Damn, boy.
Find something embarrassing.
You should. Bags.
So as you're rummaging through, once again, a lot of materials, errant weapons and such, you do find in one of these major towers that are placed in the center of the Steelworks encampment, there is a small hidden trapdoor, like 4 foot by 3 foot. That's underneath a little carpeted area there. The carpet got tossed a bit. You can just see the corner, and you're like, huh. You go ahead and open it up, and on the inside you can see there is a small box that is locked, and you can see what looks to be a small pouch that contains 3 glass vials.
Nice. I'll take the pouch and the box out to the others.
Okay.
I take a short rest.
What'd you find?
Okay.
Well, there's this little hidden spot in the tower over there, and there's this 3 vials of something sloshy, and this box.
Is it locked?
Is it locked?
Box is locked.
It's locked. Get it, not.
So make a dexterity check with the proficiency modifier.
Yes.
Ooh, terrible.
For you, but as a rogue.
Just 16.
Just 16? Does not open.
Oh!
It's resistant to your work. This is a fairly fine lock.
Yasha!
I was going to say, when the fine instruments fail,
I'd recommend a spell. Yeah.
Okay, well, how do we know it's not like gonna
Doesn't
attack
matter.
us or
Crush it.
anything?
Kill it.
Technically.
Is there anything going to explode off of that, or poof out a fart, or
Yeah, does it look like a thing?
Have a look at
I
it.
will check for traps.
Now that you've tried
All right. Go ahead and make an investigation check as you're pouring over it.
16.
16. Doesn't appear to be trapped from what you can tell.
Kill it. Crush it.
Okay, so I'm gonna take the tip of my sword
to fix
just
this.
where the lock is so I don't break anything inside and try to.
All right. Go ahead and make a strength check. Just roll a d20, add your strength modifier.
Okay.
come on, Beast Mode.
Oh no. 15.
15.
Man.
It's not piercing through. It's a well-made box.
Get one of our giant friends.
No, Lavore. I pick it up and carry it over. Crack this nut.
I mean, if Yasha couldn't do it, I probably
don't
couldn't
You
sell
could do it. You're
yourself short.
very strong. I've seen. Look at
Flex.
the muscles.
Make a strength check.
Okay.
Good God, we're never gonna open this box.
I know.
Well, just leave it.
Yasha was trying to use finesse. Go beast mode.
New door.
No, I'm way lower. Oh, but what if I use my painting tools and I'm going to paint a hole on the lock?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Okay. So you use a little bit of the paint and you paint a little hole, and all of a sudden your finger goes through, and your finger can reach inside the box.
Yes.
And you kind of and you open it from the inside.
What do we find?
So now have a box with a hole in it. That's all it is.
Oh no,
Exactly.
that would be so sad.
No, there is a locket of like a platinum chain. It's decently made, and a folded letter. And the locket, if you it opens up and there's a picture inside.
What is the picture?
Who is it? Who is it of?
On the
I look over her shoulder.
Okay. The letter is not written in common. Do any of you speak Undercommon?
Give it to me. I will tell you what it says.
It's a love letter. What does the locket have in it?
It's a rickroll.
Inside there is a somewhat debaucherous image of a dark elf woman who's barely covered. It looks like it's been very, very, very carefully painted by hand.
Never going to give you up. Never going to let you down.
I'll be in my mining fort bunk. Caleb sits on the ground and begins to, he pulls out the one book and begins to
Take it,
ritual.
make sure it's not magical.
Okay, he's doing his thing.
Is it magical, Caleb?
10 minutes later, he's ignoring Jester.
Give him a second. Caleb, is it magic though? Is it magic? Can you tell if it's magical?
I have a very unique
Just to
brain
read it.
and I can push
Just to read it. Just to read it. To read it. Just to read it.
Just to read what?
Read the. I want to read it. Read it out loud.
Well, but it's, I can't understand
Just
it.
read it. Just read it.
The three giants are right outside going.
Caleb is just like.
We're shouting
All
over
right.
top of each other.
So you're casting
comprehend language.
Comprehend languages. Okay, and you can read it.
Yeah, 10 minutes later.
What's it say?
It reads, "My dear, sweet Bodo."
Hot
We got all the embarrassment shit we need. Keep going.
Did it, but triple the embarrassment. Yeah.
It is difficult without you at my side these days. It goes into a lengthy description
keep
of
going.
their,
Don't you like
of their
Give us
torrid
a little
affair and the importance of keeping it secret.
How did Bodo like it?
Bodo, it seemed to enjoy it.
Any way you could get it.
No, but where did Bodo like it?
Oh, God. Oh.
You learn
Matt, don't.
this lascivious union that they've carried on for quite some time.
I need specifics,
What's the woman's name?
They were into food stuff.
Oh yeah, what's it signed?
It's just signed as a V. That's all.
As a V?
Yeah, it's there's elements of it that are kept somewhat vague. You get the sense as like this communication is designed to be as much as they can on the DL.
It's balloon porn. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. We've got
So yeah,
some
there you go.
evidence.
Is this magical? Is this magical? Is this
No,
locket
it's just
magical?
a
Is the
big-
locket
it's a-
magical?
Okay,
It's
hold
a titty
on.
picture.
Just
It's
in
not
case,
magical.
well,
Maybe it's a
perhaps it
magic
is.
city picture.
Ritual cast. Another 10 minutes go by with everybody yammering.
It is not magical.
Picture.
It is.
Sweet.
It gives you
Put it on.
access to balloon porn.
What is balloon porn?
No.
Why?
No.
No.
I want to know.
Stop it.
Google will help you later on.
Don't encourage this.
The ultimate comprehend language.
Oh, God.
The SEO for balloon porn goes up 500%.
I don't want to be responsible for that.
Nope. Anyway.
Not king shame. But all right, so another hour of you guys doing this passes. The sun begins to, the sky, clouded as it is, begins to turn towards the oranges and reds of sunset as you hear a dull horn in the distance just kind of blare, and the giants kind of look over in that direction, and they say to you, they're returning.
Are we safe? Are we safe?
Yeah, don't make sure they don't kill us.
Should we duck out?
Should we maybe go? Can we go in the bubble or something so they can't hurt us in case they don't like us?
That takes too much time, probably. at this point.
We have the good favor of their leader. We'll be fine.
Let's step inside one of these tents until they can discuss.
Okay, so you guys all dodge inside one of the tents. Make a stealth check, all of you, just as part of this.
Should I stay out as a representative? Or
Have you taken your moorbounders in with you, or are they still out in the forest, by the way?
they're still out in the
Yeah, they're out there.
We should get them. No, because what the hunting party's going to see them and they're
Leave
going to
your
hurt
animals
them.
behind for one stinking minute.
If they get killed, I'm going to kill you.
No, you don't. You love me.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Stealth roll. That's terrible. That's a 1, so that's a 2.
Oh, okay.
2-0. That's a 20 for me.
Nice.
30.
Whoa.
Fear.
15.
Same.
Okay. Interesting spread there.
Yeah.
So, you hear the heavy footfalls and some conversation happening from the other side of the heavy gate that bisects this open yard, where it leads into the actual mining camp that the steelworks are built around. You can see one of the heavy gates swing open, and 5 giants come in, all covered in metal plates. It's roughshod metal armor. It looks like scale mail if you tried to make it after somebody described to you what scale mail was. And you're like, I can make that. And you just kind of haphazardly piece it together. It's not well crafted. They're not used to metalwork. They're much more of a stone carving people. But whatever it is spooked them enough to start adopting metal in hopes of being a better defense forces, whatever forced them out of their home. One of them in particular is, well, they're all pretty lithe in their bodies. One of them appears to be bigger than the rest and seems to be the one that led the hunting party. You can see them as they come in. They're dragging behind what looks to be 4 wolf corpses, their heads all smashed, and another one's carrying what looks to be 3 giant spiders that have also had kind of the tops of their heads smashed.
Nice. Ooh, interesting.
They begin throwing a bunch of errant furniture into a pile, whatever is wood in the vicinity, and you watch as Sorna approaches the leader and raising her hand causes a flame to burn into a bright bonfire. They began to prepare the animals for cooking and eating. While this happens, Sorna approaches the heavier one and they begin talking. They're far enough away, they're about 100 feet away from you at this point, where you, unless you want to make a perception check to listen in.
I'll try. See what we get. Natural 20, so that's 29. I'm just meditating.
We are whispering.
Yeah. So even at this distance,
Does my voice carry?
Shh, keep it down, okay? No one can hear us now. You hear them arguing over the direction to go. Sorna is presenting the idea of returning and reclaiming. The other one is arguing it's a lost cause. Let's stay here, take what we can, and rebuild. Maybe a few more months, and then maybe build somewhere else in the mountains. Sorna says, we don't have time for that. The people who came here want to come back also, and begins to say, like, we were attacked. And he says, what? Did you kill them? And she said, no. They've presented an option to help us. And he responds with, you know you cannot trust folks smaller than your shoulder. She goes, I understand, but who of us claims the leadership here? Ooh. And he gets really tense and up into her face, and he stands a good 3 feet over her. And there's a moment of tension. He diffuses and goes, you bring the fire, we bring the muscle, we work together to survive. She goes, exactly. You remembered my words. They say they wish to help. I will go with them. Do any of you wish to come as well? And he says, we just returned, we're tired. And to be honest, if you want to trust small folk, you can go. Because if you don't come back, I can lead us to the next stage of our life. She gets kind of tense about it. She goes, well, leave them be. Keep your eyes. I trust one of them. He nods. And where are they? At which point you hear Sorna's voice ring out and says, you can show yourselves.
I'll come out first. And I'll walk up. And I suppose that means the decision has been reached.
The one with all like the heavier armor, who's kind of taller, goes, you weren't kidding. Oh, you're bigger than most small folk.
That's what they tell me. Thank you.
Not go next.
Yeah, I'll go out.
They all go. They have like a hearty chuckle at the comparison.
If any of you turn on Sorna, we will find you.
That's fair. There's been enough fighting, and I think everyone deserves their home. And there are people who feel strongly for this place, and they will come back and fight for it because it belongs to them. And so in turn, we will fight for what's yours because it belongs to you.
Nice.
One of the other giants there kind of leans into the other leader. He's like,
I'm not going back. He goes, we're not going back. They are.
The fact that you all killed all that and are afraid of what's there is definitely worrisome.
Indeed.
Yeah.
You should be.
Ask how many other people got killed in the attack.
Oh.
Was it just the one, or was it multiple?
I hope this isn't a sore subject, but what were your numbers before the attack?
We were 12.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry.
How high in the sky did these things go? Roughly.
How high?
which one's the? Oh,
Just the giants. How much bigger than Caduceus?
Oh,
are they?
they're like.
Oh, they're about
Double
between
and a half?
18 to 20 feet tall.
Yeah. I mean, you can see. But
Well, let's get some rest and then we'll go in the morning.
we'll go take a look in the morning.
Sorna looks back and kind of gives a nod, tends to the fire. They begin to cook the food. The smell is surprisingly tasty smelling, especially when it comes to the wolf meat and whatever spider meat. You've not seen somebody pull spider meat from a spider this large and prepare it for eating. Uniquely white type stringy meat that are pulled from the inside of the shell.
It looks like mozzarella.
Kinda, yeah.
Is there anything left, or is it all in the fire?
I mean, it's all being placed on areas right above the fire, not directly into it necessarily. You can see they've taken some of the metal pikes and weapons and stuff, and they've kind of built a small lattice to cook on top of. They're intelligent giants. They're not the dumb hill giants you've encountered before. They seem to be at least of average intelligence. Some of them more. Sorna in particular seems to be a little more head-driven than maybe the others. But as food is not offered to you, all of them seem to be very intent on just watching your goings about. So while they do not make any aggressive actions, there isn't a moment that you're traversing out in the open that you don't have at least 6 sets of eyes staring at you from 15 or more feet above.
I pass out boba to the group.
Do I, based on the descriptions that we've got in the studies that I've had at the reserve, do any of the descriptions match with any demonic creatures or
Make an Arcana
devil
check.
creatures that I would know? Arcana?
Arcana check for you.
Yucky. Okay.
Roll high. I don't know.
17. Not bad.
17. I would say you, from the way they describe the flying creature, the only one that you really got a clear description of, you've read something about a demonic entity known as a chasme. All that you know is they're generally pretty terrifying. They look like a massive bloated mosquito, kind of bluish in color, with weird humanoid type elements like hair and things that protrude from it. You don't know much more than that. You know you've come across it, and just the way they described it, and kind of the proboscis type, point in the
Definitely a
face.
mullet.
You're like,
Proboscis.
you're like, they said a long.
I owe you money for that word.
They said a long face that pierced in siphon. You're like that. I remember the image, and the image in your studies comes to mind. You're like, oh, I hope it's not that. That's all you remember.
I hope it's not that.
Well, hope it's not what. You were just kind of looking up in the sky, or look like you
Oh,
were counting
sorry.
stuff.
I thought I was talking out loud. Yeah, I remember I might have fallen asleep in class, or I might have been hungover. But I think I remember this time that we learned about these demon creatures, and they were like giant mosquitoes with people faces and bad mullets.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No.
Very
Definitely
specific.
sketching this in my journal.
It's very specific.
They were called Casames.
Kasame.
Yeah, the S is a $sign.
Oh.
According to Liam's. Yeah, like Kesha,
Slight adjustment.
but Kasame.
Slight adjustment.
Yeah.
So they're flying keshes.
They're flying Keshas.
Oh my god.
Glitter everywhere.
About my own spells.
So, you guys go rest for the evening?
Yes.
So we're gonna go in the bubble, I assume?
Yeah, yes, you assumed correctly. Yes, we're not going to
I
let
wonder
that
if I
happen.
could ask them for some of that spider meat. It's my favorite food.
Do it, man. Come on.
You've had spider meat before,
No,
then?
this is like a little
that
bit of.
adult?
Go ask them. You can use gestures to communicate.
You can use gesture to communicate.
That's me.
So as you guys are all bedding up, you head over to the
Head
bonfire?
over to the bonfire.
And I'm making the bubble while she does that.
Okay. So as you guys are preparing for dinner, or for the evening to bed down, the dark sky overhead, no stars above, the clouds that, largely cover Zoras for the most part, which you're very familiar with, are above. It's a bit of the clearing here in the middle of the forest, the Vermaloc. As you step through the barrier of the two areas, the gates open, you can see the big burning bonfire. It's, probably 15 feet on any given side, and it's burning up 30 feet in the air. You can see ashes and cinders kind of floating up, and you can see, looks to be not all of the giants. 5 of them are still kind of sitting around the fire, and they're conversing and having conversations, and they're pulling off meat and eating it. And as you approach, they all kind of stop talking and look over towards you. All eyes on you as you step up towards the fire, kind of taking your place among the circle.
Can I have some of this?
They all kind of look at each other. They gesture towards it.
I pull off the juiciest leg.
Okay. It's partially in the fire, so you actually reach into the flame for a minute, and you kind of pull it off. It snaps, and kind of part of it kind of dangles a little bit as you pull it out, and they kind of all begin to lean
To
in.
water.
They all lean in to watch.
I've missed this.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a while, and it is delicious.
It's been a while.
I hate you all so much.
Sitting on that.
That is a reaction spell.
I finish the leg, I lick my fingers, and I walk back to the bubble. But thank you very much. That was
They all kind of
very good.
gonna gesture, and they say a few things in giant.
Yup. You
walk
Tastes
back.
like Yasha.
Oh, do you want to try?
Oh, okay.
I walk back over.
Their amusement seems to have dissipated slightly as you've now come back for seconds on what is a meal that they spent most of the day
I'm
hunting.
leaving.
Teeny bite.
One of them reaches forward and picks off this itty little piece and flicks it towards you, Jester. Which a tiny piece for them is still like a handful. Go ahead and make an dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw?
Yes.
Catch it.
Oh, that was
That was almost really awesome. 11.
11. You go to catch it and it gets you right in the face. You tumble back and
Oh,
kind of pass over tea kettle onto the ground and reach up and pull the still juicy spider meat from your face.
It's actually a very good piece, so if you don't eat it all, I will have whatever you do not eat. It's good, yeah.
It's not too bad. It's reminiscent of like a tougher crab.
That's what I was thinking it was going to taste like. It tastes kind of like a tougher crab.
It's like like instead of seafood, it's land food.
Those are really good, Yasha. Here.
Yeah. Okay, I'll have the rest.
I will ask you both to make a Constitution saving throw.
Or you become spiders.
Wait, is this is this one of his jokey times?
No, there's poison
It's a
in
real
it.
time.
I want
It's a
to
real
fucking
time.
salvage the poison.
9.
Oh god.
25.
9.
25.
Yeah.
You eat it and it's delicious, and you're like, yeah, I did it, and you both go back to bed, and you recall the spiders of the Vermaloc. They're massive and they're venomous. Jester, you start getting a little bit of that sound in your stomach. You are considered poison for the next hour.
I feel like I'm gonna get the spins.
Spins?
Yeah.
What's a spin?
Oh, the spins.
It's where you're pooping, but you have to throw up at the same time.
Oh, God!
If you are going to squirt, do not do it inside of the dome.
Get out of the dome.
No, but they want to step on me if I leave.
Like a lawn
No, they
sprinkler.
won't. Just get out of the dome.
I accompany Jester and hold her hair back.
Hey.
Might not be what you're
How does that help?
I hold her hair back, and it's super awkward while she's squatting. Yeah.
Okay.
Bonding.
Yeah.
Prestidigitation, please.
An evening of
Just lavender scents.
Every time,
Just Harry
before
Potter it up.
every time before I have to fart, I use thaumaturgy to make it sound like birds chirping so nobody can hear it.
Definitely one of the most unique uses of thaumaturgy, I think, in my experience so far. Okay, so after an evening of bonding, a full night's rest is gained. It takes you a little longer to recover by the morning, but you had your spider meat. You tried spider meat. The cold morning greets you as you emerge from the hut. There's that morning frost that's gathered across what bits of the foliage and dead leaves that are kind of cover the open ground here within the steelworks. Most of the giants are still sleeping. There's two of them that are awake. They're all just kind of passed out on the ground, out around where the bonfire was, which is now this low cinder. There's still smoke pouring up from it. You can see the embers and the elements that were once the furniture and other things that were gathered for it. Some shapes are still recognizable inside the bonfire, but they're mostly burned out.
Sure.
You hear some rustling, and across the way, by the southern gate, you can see Sorna currently has placed a big cloak over her shoulder and is gathering and putting, looks like, rocks inside a big heavy satchel on the side. Takes the staff and mounts it and turns around and looks at the rest of you.
Let's go.
You want to call your?
Oh, the more bounders?
Yeah, I thought we were going to get them, but
Ride them, yeah.
We'll grab them on the way out.
Yeah. Okay.
We have.
So you guys grab the more bounders, and as you ride them in, Sorna looks kind of a bit. Just kind of looks to you and goes, "I'm not familiar with these beasts, but keep them controlled."
Do our best.
Seems a bit skittish.
Friends. It's friends. It's friend. All right.
Clarabelle's like,
she knows.
Sorna is not comfortable with these things, but definitely seems to just let them be your problem for now. Opening the southern gate, you all exit and begin to make your way into the Vermaloc forest. At her behest, you see Sorna is now guiding the path. The land speaker taking you towards where this problem all seemed to start. And that's where we'll take a break here. In just a moment.
Matthew.
Great.
So
all right.
fun.
We got a giant fighting with us.
You do. You have a giant druid fighting with you.
You what?
Someone came with her.
No, they're not going to leave this space. They're like we'll lose one of our kind, and the one that seems to have the most faith in you all. The rest of us either don't want to go back or don't want to possibly let the rest of the humans have an opportunity to take this back while you're
One
missing.
with the biggest brain.
So we'll be back here in just a few minutes. Before we come back, we do have our Wormwood Giveaway. My friends at Wormwood. Tonight, you get to look at this. This is a fantastic, the tabletop tile sets that they've been making. These are various Wormwood types. You can see all the different types of wood available on this cluster here. Be sure to check out Wormwood's Kickstarter campaign to pick up your own set if you're interested. They have all different uses, like a tiny dice roller set, tiny dice prison, trackers for spells and stuff, card holders. It's pretty badass. So check it out, see if it's something you like. But we have this to be given away to one of you folks when we return here from the break. Tonight's password is grateful, because we are. It is grateful. Enter it once in the chat. Any more than that, you'll be disqualified. For our friends in the US and Canada, including Quebec, who are applicable. We'll return here from the break and have a winner shortly. See you in a minute.
You got the perfect warlock, her weapons and supplies, but you need a place to track mine shaft full of nose. It's TNT. TNT Beyond. Yeah, TNT. TNT Beyond. You got your stats, you got your swords, and you got your invisible wall. It's TNT. TNT. TNT Beyond.
Last time on Talks Machina.
So yeah, he's
It's a
definitely
tough back door to kick down.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Wow.
Y'all.
Talking about robbing a house. Talking about robbing a house?
Next question.
Talking about robbing a house.
Not every nut is easy to crack, Danny.
Especially if there's more than one.
Oh, Henry. Oh, Henry.
We got a couple hundred treats.
Your soul is forfeit!
Oh, god damn it. Again? We just had a whole episode of this. Oh, with a laser pointer. Ah, Jesus Christ.
Long hours.
Can we move the set, people, so that I don't have to deal with this every week? CD88, which item that Professor Wacko made available to the Nine is your character most interested in?
I want the fancy new staff.
Yeah.
That fancy new staff is
staff.
a fancy staff.
Sure.
I'd like to shove my crystal into that staff.
You would?
Oh boy.
Which end does it go in?
I mean, honestly, it's either end.
The butt end of the staff, are we talking about?
I don't know.
You could,
said either
certainly.
end is fine, so it's ultimately up to how the staff's feeling that day.
Well, and you have to work it either way. I mean, like you're gonna have to,
Is it the staff not fitted for that exact crystal, or
No,
is it
you gotta-
sort of
you gotta
just
make
a
it
matter
fit,
of-
though.
You got to make it fit. Over time, it gets easier.
Y'all make me so tired.
Why? This is all the shit you look up on the internet.
That isn't my private time or for charity.
Oh, we're on the clock. We're on the clock. We're on the clock. That feels good, huh? That feels good.
He's got it figured out.
That's them sweet boys.
That's it. This is the show.
You can go ahead and sign us off if you want, man.
No way.
Yeah, go ahead. Look
No
right into
way.
that camera.
Liam, that's all the time we have for tonight. I would like to thank Taliesin and Brain for joining us tonight. Episode, not 69, but 59 is this Thursday. As always, don't forget to love each other. And don't worry, it's almost Thursday. Stay turned, my friends. And remember,
here we go.
Creepy ain't a crime, and neither is D&D.
Can you give me a B take?
Oh my God, you guys, we did it! $10 million. You guys are absolutely insane. Thank you so much for your amazing generosity, your support, your love, your passion. I can't believe it. This cartoon is going to be absolutely incredible. It's going to be even more amazing than it was before. And with hitting $10 million, I am going to be going to a haunted house. My favorite thing in the world. You should know that I try to go to haunted houses every year to try and build up a tolerance to those things, but I reflexively scare easy, okay? I like to buy in. I buy into the mythos of the particular house that oh my
Congratulations! Oh, this is gonna be so fun.
God. Anybody else? Anyone else want to be fucking, huh? Yeah? Cute? Okay, so, probably in October, I will go through a haunted house, and it will be caught on film, and you can all laugh as my giant 6'4" self screams in terror and panic. This video's done. We love you guys so much. Can't wait to keep you posted and updated on how things develop. What the fuck was that? Is that Henry? I gotta go. Bye.
Like a symphony playing to an empty theater, Critical Role dines alone without its audience. Yes, that validating and most enthusiastic congregation on the other side of the fourth wall. And what is this fourth wall? separating the viewer from the creator, a portal to an often sought point of connection, or the Twitch subscription zone. On the rare occasion that you miss the live bacchanal boasted by the ragtag group of thespians on Thursday night, you may always view the show on demand in the Shadowland known as the Twitch subscription zone. Picture, if you will, the necessary pieces to complete a jigsaw puzzle, but it's up to you to choose how it will be solved. You could, of course, subscribe with your debt rectangle, but many more divergent paths lie before you. Perhaps you found yourself in possession of an Amazon Prime account. You would then wake up to discover a free Twitch subscription each month for a channel of your choosing. But this artifact demands renewal, for you must resubscribe each month to quench its unyielding thirst. One need not walk alone. Those who have already found their way can illuminate the path for others via the Gift a Sub button on Twitch. Critical Role is humbled by your subscription and wishes to thank you from behind the thin veil of this fourth wall. We hope you enjoy our content as much as we enjoy making it. And so ends another meandering digression, a complicated parody promo down an indistinct highway to the region we call the Twitch subscription zone.
You will subscribe. Twitch Prime subscribe. Gift subscribe. Subscribe.
and welcome back. Before we get into the game, we have our winner. The winner of our Wormwood Giveaway is Nitsuj27. Congratulations, Nitsuj. Might have been Nitsuj, but Nitsuj it is, 27. We'll get their information and get your win to you as soon as possible. So, Mighty Nein, as you set out from the mining camp into the depths of the Vermaloc, at the behest of the land speaker, you continue onward for the next hour or so.
As we ride, I'm on the one with Caleb. I'm just gonna say, and I'm just gonna lean over to him and say, Caleb, I'm feeling uneasy.
Why today?
Because what the fuck am I doing here? I just was reunited with my husband, and we were given a chance to go on an adventure, and I jumped at it like that. Am I a bad person? I just left him. I ditched my husband in a den of monsters to go adventuring with you.
Well, I think partially you are an addict like the rest of us, but no. Don't think in the micro, think in the macro. You want to make where you are from, our home, the Empire, safe again, and to do that we have a certain number of steps ahead of us. We have to cozy up to the people that we are staying with and work that to our advantage and turn the world on its head.
You don't think I'm just delaying the inevitable, scared of going back to my old life or anything?
Would you prefer I call you Not or Veth when we are apart from your husband?
I don't know anymore. I guess let's just keep it with Not.
All right.
I just don't know, is he gonna even like me anymore? I'm so different, not just physically. I do different things now.
Well, the way that he talked to you, I would not have anything to worry about.
He was just happy to see me alive, but,
I think you might be wrong. I can't say I'm 100% certain, but I think you might be.
But will I like it? I've gotten a taste of adventure and seeing the world, and now I gotta go back and be a housewife again.
Question, is Beauregard here as well?
You're all walking together.
We're walking. Oh, we're not on Moorbounders.
Or sorry, on your Moorbounders, correct.
Because we had ridden together in the past, so
Well,
it's up to
Both can be
Beauregard.
with us if she wants to.
Whatever.
It's up to you.
I'm on a Moorbounder.
Are you with them or are you with Jester and Yasha?
With Jester and Yasha, I would have balanced it out.
It was me and Ford.
Oh, you and Ford.
Let's roll for it.
Yeah, we were together.
Yeah, well, I guess I would be with you.
Done deal.
Is that weird?
Yeah.
I'm not listening until this point, though.
Wait, are you with us then?
Yeah.
She is, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, not. I don't know. I think you have to find those answers, but.
Can't you just tell me?
I cannot not. But I am glad you're here.
You don't think I'm terrible for just leaving him in a hotel room?
Do I think that some amount of time after you drowned and were changed into something other than you are and have ridden halfway across the world and are in enemy territory and you are acting strangely, are you asking me if I judge you or if you should judge yourself for the way you are acting right now? Because I don't.
Thank you. That makes me feel a little better.
I think that we are actually working towards something. Are you awake?
No, she's fine. She's actively not listening
at all.
Actively not listening.
She's very skilled, but I think she's listening.
Nope. Not listening.
Not at all.
Nope.
I think that we are working towards something very good. And we could just fritter our life away and just abandon hope. You and I. But you're not. You are working towards something good. And your son needs a world to grow up in with parents who love him. So You are feeling poorly, you are doubting yourself. I understand that very well. But I don't share your opinion of you. Or this group.
Well, thank you. Bo, what did he just say?
He doesn't share your opinion.
You're not supposed to be listening! You're not supposed to be listening!
He said, caw.
Hey,
Freya!
what about that Caduceus, though?
He's
What
good.
about him?
He's good.
Wait, are you actively talking to me now?
You're engaged.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
pulling you in.
Yeah. What do you mean?
He turned all of that around. That
mean-
could have been nothing but death and the stench of killing.
To be fair, we don't know what he said in Giant. It could have all been dick jokes or something. Maybe it was terrible what he said. We have no idea.
But you can't argue with the results.
That's right. Whatever he said worked.
Worked. Maybe they like those dick jokes. They are not crushing in our skulls.
I mean, unless he's planning some weird, elaborate trap and he's developed some sort of scheme with the giants and he's leading us astray and he's planning to corner us and kill us in those caves where no one would ever find our bodies again. I don't think he's doing that, though.
I gotta look over at Caduceus. What's
Matt?
he doing?
Now.
Thank you. Yeah.
This whole time.
Just too nice.
I mean, demons, am I right?
A cookie basket.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Ford, as you rummage through the remnants of that, the rest of that satchel you had found. For your 20 on an investigation check.
Greater? What is that?
One greater and two regulars.
Ooh.
Creepy.
Ooh, you're rummaging through that while you're on the moorbounder with me, Ford.
Yep.
What'd you find? I hear clinking.
That is hot, looking through a pharmacy bag.
Just found some what looks to be healing potion.
Oh, really? That'll be useful.
Yep, for the non-clerics, it'll go a long way.
That was really cool how you found that stuff.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I mean, I figured it was just probably sitting there waiting to be discovered. Just needed a keen eye.
That's true, that's true.
It's old school.
Who do you think needs these healing potions the most?
Oh. I don't know. Caleb's pretty weak. He goes down a lot.
I've heard that.
Who else?
You know, I mean, I guess I could use one. I don't have any.
No, you don't have any healing potions, Jester?
Well, no. But I have spells, so, you know. Bo could probably use one too. She's always up in the front.
Yeah, it's true.
Low branch.
Oh, shit.
I tell you what, how about we use this regular for Caleb?
Okay.
We'll use this regular for Bo.
Okay.
And we'll give you this super powerful one.
Ford, do you have any healing potions?
Nah, but you always look out for everybody, so you might as well have it.
Yeah, but what if I can't get to you? You keep it for yourself, and when you take it, just think of it as a spell from me, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
You sure?
Yeah. And also, have you seen this fucking locket? Look at it.
That's a very risque photo, Jester. Would you close it?
Fucking birds.
What?
Nothing. We just haven't talked a lot lately, that's all.
Yep. Seems like the Armball has got a good, relationship with you. What do you call it?
Yarn ball?
Yep. It's a good dog, horse, cat.
Ford, you're being really awkward.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm disarming
You're
you.
being so awkward with me.
You hear the voice of Suna up ahead, holding her staff forward, and the red trees that you've been used to seeing, the beautiful but generally unchanging scenery begins to shift as you can see beyond this immediate cluster. The coloration goes a bit gray. It loses its saturation, and the texture catches your eye second. You can see now there are scattered webs that begin to stretch between the trees ahead.
Well, guess the buffet's ahead, right, Yasha? Spiders.
Yes. Did you try any last night?
No, I did not.
It's very, very tasty.
They are not as tasty as she makes them sound.
Well, it's an acquired taste type of a thing. It's kind of like it takes a little bit of time to really,
Do not poop every time you eat them.
Yeah, I was going to say, you look kind of pale this morning. I didn't quite notice when you first got
Not that I wasn't pooping or anything. But some people I hear poop when they.
You can get the shits with it, yeah, for sure. If you know certain parts.
It's certainly not me, because I don't do that.
I do. I only heard birds last night.
They were exceptionally loud last
were
night.
so loud.
And in like percussive helicopter bursts.
Yeah, I didn't even know that they were around here that much in the night.
Yeah. They sounded really charming.
Yeah.
Charming.
Cobra!
As you guys are having this conversation, you watch as Sorna begins to circle her staff, and a ball of fire apparates in the air in front of her, drops onto the ground and begins to roll forward. You watch as it rolls and pours into the first web, the web burning back. You hear as all these spiders begin to skitter up, and you see, they're in a similar size. These are spiders where the abdomen is about the size of Ford. They are very large, begin to pull away and scatter amongst the boughs and canopies of the trees. The ball continues to roll forward, setting one web on flame, another one, another, kind of burning a path, and Sorna turns back to the rest of you. Ilari, or you here, follow.
We don't need to hear about that.
Eladi.
What? Spiders. Eladi?
Eladi. Is that?
As you walk through the flame, the webs have burned back to the point where they're not going to be a danger to you. You can feel the heat, and the Moorbounders are a little bit reticent to move forward, but you usher them through. And as you look up, particularly Caduceus and we'll say Beauregard, Caleb, and Jester, you guys can see the clusters of eyes reflecting the flames in them as they're about 15 feet above you, elements, of the...
Stop it.
Hey. Have a nice day.
Continuing to move forward. Eventually climbing through the web-infested forest, the deep aspect of these woods, you come to the base of the Penumbra Range, the ominous mountains steep as they climb from the floor, sculpted by the elements to resemble jagged stairs for an impossibly large behemoth. The clusters of the Vermaloc trees protrude from pockets of earth that appear to be wedged or have found purchase within these somewhat shifty mountain bases. You can see bits of color against the darker stone, as these trees have found, at least along the base, elements where they can still grow. Caduceus, you notice before Sorna kind of points in that direction, that following the shapes of the range, you can see hidden slopes that wind up the side. Your eyes kind of catch the mouth of a divide about a quarter mile up. About kind of in the side of the cliff, you can see an element where this kind of cleft exists and pushes into the mountain, and there's a small, looks to be like a shallow ravine that's just out of sight beyond the angle you're looking. As you kind of take notice, begin to point, Sorna goes and gestures to the staff up.
All right, what about it?
As you guys follow Sorna up these hidden switchback paths up the side of the mountain, the temperature grows colder. It's not raining, but you can see storm clouds beginning to come and mount, the sky itself growing darker. A rain's going to be probably a heavy rain for the next day or two. You can see the dark storm clouds kind of go on and on endlessly, so you have to gear in for a wet week to come.
Fancy jacket.
Stepping up towards the gap in the cliff, you can already see the small canyon that's nestled in the mountainside has built within it this alcove, the front of a fortress of rough slabs and placed stones. designed for beings far larger than you. The sides of it have decorations of tattered leather and sculpted bone that kind of frame the interior. Each side of the stronghold embeds itself into the side of the wall of the mountain, and it seems shallow. So even just at first glance, it's either a very small stronghold or a portion of it is built further into the actual mountain. The front doorway stands about 20 feet tall, is wide open. You can already see amongst this area stains across the stone here, kind of smattered, dark, dried blood. As you begin to step into the ravine and head towards the front of this stronghold, it's quiet. The wind kind of picks up a bit and blows through, and the chill creeps across you, and you feel the hair on the back of your neck stand up a bit. Sorna is moving forward, but with hesitance, and you can see with each step, she's having to kind of steel her will and take another and another. What's your marching order, guys?
Mage armor now.
Okay, mage armor is up.
And before we go in, Caduceus. There seems to be some sort of undead connotation with things going on here.
Yeah.
Is there something we can do to prevent against that?
I can help a little bit, but I don't know.
There's also a lot of piercing imagery. I don't know if there's anything to resist against that either.
There's still a shitload of spider webs everywhere.
No, those dissipated with the forest, thankfully.
We're home free.
Improvisation is key, but Caduceus, I think in here you are the point person. We will all look to you.
All right. Just looking at a couple things.
Marching order, you said?
Yes.
I'll go first.
I'll go last.
Are we off?
Oh yeah, the
Ford is
giant
up.
too.
The giant is flanking alongside, but is also kind of letting you guys go a little bit ahead as well.
I'll go up next. Yeah.
Next to Ford?
Yes.
I'll watch for you.
I'd like to be next to you, if that's all right.
I'll go up front with Caduceus after that.
Okay, so you guys are behind them?
Yeah, right there.
I guess I'll stick back with Nott and Caleb then.
Okay, Nott, are you holding up the rear?
I'll hold up the rear and cast Mage Hand.
Okay, so you have your mage hand in front of you. All right.
Just seeing if there's anything we should have.
Any other spells or anything you need to prepare in advance?
Just looking.
Fireball on the party.
I knew I could count on you.
3 up.
He gets a little itchy and has to just blow his friends up.
Caleb.
Yeah, that's nothing. I got a thing that I'll cast if we get into trouble, but I'm just I'm paying very close attention, and I'm gonna occasionally do a little detect undead. I'm gonna run Eyes of the Grave every now and then. Certainly, just stepping in, I wanna right when we start stepping in, I want to cast Eyes of the Grave just to sort of take a gander.
Okay.
Poop.
So.
Did you say poop?
I did. It's the sound of popping one of the Eyes of the Grave. It's poop.
Oh, okay.
As you step on the threshold of the main chamber doorway, the first thing that gets you is the scent. It grabs your senses immediately. It's like bile and rot.
Yeah.
You can see more dark stains across the stone floor ahead of you, along with small piles of drying organic matter.
Somebody's been eating spider legs.
The antechamber is quite large. In fact, let me go ahead and show you.
This battle is brought to you by this combat is powered by Dwarven Forge.
Flaggle.
Russ and there's a PDF module tied to their Dungeons of Doom products available now on their website. I don't know if I'm supposed to do this every time, but guys, there's some sort of battle cam that's supposed to be amazing.
Oh my gosh.
I've never actually seen it.
Definitely. It's great. Yeah.
What?
I don't know. They keep coming.
That's
They
not
keep
wood.
coming.
Oh man, do we have to greet these?
Oh, no, somebody ordered these.
I know, but we do have to.
I don't know why you brought them in.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
These.
We ordered shakes from
This is
nobody
awesome.
in particular.
We'll leave them.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is the perfect time to have.
Well, they're out here now.
Nobody in particular.
The best.
Cool. Well, okay.
Spoons.
I did not mean to throw this chaos into you in the middle of the game, but here we are. This was for after the stream. All right. So.
Put that shit down.
That's not mine. Oh God, it's everywhere.
So,
Yeah.
entering the main chamber.
Oh no.
I'll have a bonus one.
I've one behind underneath it.
Oh shit, we're in a chamber? Oh god.
This is the front door you guys entered through.
No one has ever done that.
Good.
We're cool. Cool.
There are stairs.
This is a pile of stones. Here.
Okay.
This is a one-story structure.
Okay, there's nothing.
And the ceiling stands about 25 feet tall.
Okay.
Incorrect. Not goes in front of the coward.
No, I said I was in the
You said it was in the back, but you guys can change it.
Back. You want to argue about it?
Sure.
Cheers.
1, 2, 3, shoot. Oh. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Ready?
Oh, you want it.
Last one.
1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Jesus. 1, 2, 3, shoot. I'm gonna hate that.
Okay, fine. I'm so brave. Okay.
It's good to have someone behind you.
Don't worry, Caleb, I'll protect you.
Sorna is any hidden contraptions or anything we should be aware of in here.
Sorna, whose eyes are looking up into the darkened hallway ahead, which continues onward.
This is going to be my
lightlessly.
This is going to be my first. This would have been my first use of Eyes of the Grave.
Okay, which is a range of
60 feet.
60 feet. Nothing catches your attention. Sorna looking ahead to this hallway, eyes wide and focused. You can see kind of the fear around the eyes. And did you just get brain freeze, Sam? Oh, buddy.
Okay, it's gone.
All right.
It'll be back.
She kind of leans off to the side. There are no traps.
Your way in or out?
It's just the way in.
All right.
Can you ask her how far she got before stuff went down last time?
I think they made it. Did they make it this far last time? Were you still fighting them here?
Oh, when I returned, we didn't even enter. They were standing at the door.
All right.
The fact that they're not in this chamber makes me uneasy.
Dark vision is 60 feet. Can I see anything?
Correct. So, 60 feet, you can see a hall that continues onward. From your position, you can see what looks to be a basin of some kind. And the chamber goes to the right and the left.
A basin?
Oh, okay. It's like a fountain-y thing over there.
It looks like it, there's a little T or a little cross junction.
Hold on a second. Frumpkin is on the ground.
Okay.
And I pull.
The Frumpkin figure got somehow smashed?
Don't tell me that.
Frumpkin.
Don't tell me that.
Let's also. What does everybody?
I'm gonna TPK this entire table.
Question. Do
So
we
for
want
now, we
to
use
unclump into two groups?
Yeah. Sure, that's a good idea.
We'll say your dancing lights is Frumpkin.
That's perfect.
Sure.
Let's.
And this is your mage hand.
Let's unclump maybe very quietly.
Yeah.
So who's going
Spread
where?
out.
One group in this little chunks. One group just over to the right of the door.
Sure.
Yeah.
Split down the middle.
Portal over to your left, Matt.
Yeah.
Going this way?
Yeah, right
Yeah,
there.
yep.
Continuing forward?
No,
Just
it's there.
over his head.
If things happen, we're not in a big spray arc. Yeah.
You got it.
So in this moment, then I'm going to plant my hand in the center of the shoulder blades of Caduceus, since he is the leader here. And but before that, I pull, because I always have mud in my pockets, and I grab Frumpkin and I just smear it all over him to make him look like a disgusting, ratty creature. And then
Frumpkin does not appreciate it.
but telepathically, buddy boy, go look around, do your thing. And I put my hand on Caduceus's back, and I can't hear or see anything. I am Frumpkin.
Okay.
And I send him walking in.
Okay, roll a perception check with disadvantage.
Yeah, veering to the left. Disadvantage. God damn it, they were the opposite of the die. 6.
Okay, Frumpkin turns the corner.
Yeah.
It's fairly dark. What you do see in the chamber, it appears to be a crafting room of some kind. There are large tools. There's a large table that has some materials used for stone crafting and stone cutting. You do see on the floor what looks to be a skeletal corpse over here. The stone giant that is mostly bone. It has just been picked clean of most of its meat. There are piles of whatever organs and stuff might still remain, but things that were shreds that were left over have kind of fallen through and slawed off the skeleton and kind of consumed the pile there. But that's what Frumpkin sees.
I whisper to Caduceus, Tell your big friend that one of her family is very dead ahead.
One of your people is dead in the crafting room, in the room to the left. Very dead, apparently.
Appreciate the information.
There's one.
And if Frumpkin has done his best to look around the room, I would command him to cross the hallway.
Roll another perception check with a
Didn't the dead come back to play?
Sometimes.
Same two rolls.
Yep.
Both times I rolled a 17 and a 2.
Oh,
so
in that
it's
order.
6. In that order, right?
Buddy. So Frumpkin looks inside here.
Like that.
Oh.
Oh.
It's a sample.
The best that Frumpkin sees a few shapes. They look to be like large stone tables of some kind. There is a heavy pit across the way that just drops out of sight there. You see what looks to be another corpse in the corner here.
That's fine. They're dead. What can they do?
A lot. I tell Frumpkin to look at the ceiling.
Okay. Frumpkin looks up. Doesn't see anything. The ceiling's about 30 feet up.
Gotcha.
25 to 30 feet.
Tell Frumpkin to go up to the pool and dab the water.
It's not water. As Frumpkin goes up to the edge and can now have a better view, looking inside, what little bit of light that Frumpkin has here without dark vision, it's a pit. It's a pit that goes far lower than Frumpkin can see. Frumpkin does not have dark vision, if I remember correctly.
I will check, but I snap my fingers and bamf him out of there.
Okay. Double check.
And then that hallway, just sort of goes.
Creatures, I'm there. Creature, cat.
Bless you.
Keen smell. Just keen smell. It says nothing about vision. In the
Correct. So Frumpkin definitely can smell rot from that pit. Some of it old rot, like decay from a long time ago.
Okay, then I would, to my group at least, quietly say that there's 2 chambers, seemingly nothing alive, and a hole to the right.
There's a large hole, and there are 2 bodies, though.
Are they?
Bodies are dangerous.
Are they dead or are they sleeping?
I believe that. Yeah, Frumpkin's gone. Yeah. I took him out of the existence entirely.
Okay, so
Let's go investigate these corpses. How about the deader one?
Is there a deader one?
Yeah, equally dead as far as
to the left.
Tell not.
This one is very skeletal. This one, from what Frumpkin can see, also is dead, but didn't get quite the same bead because didn't get all the way up to it.
Skeleton one.
yeah, let's. Okay.
So party on the left will start moseying around. Yeah. Well,
Party on the right. We'll go to the right.
Once I'm within view of the body, I'm also gonna do another. Detect. Another Eyes of the Grave.
Okay.
Once I can, and especially
with you.
I will. I'll probably recast it. It's probably been a minute.
You.
So.
Is she hanging back, or
who's hanging back?
She's okay. No, I mean, is she?
Big girl.
Yeah.
Sorna.
Sorna is approaching and kind of
gently.
Yeah, Sorna is with you, but Sorna also, honestly, is keeping you guys between you and whatever might be there.
Fair.
She's not a frontline tank, and from her perspective, and honestly, the reason she's here is she believes that you're going to prove yourselves by helping and being a buffer to whatever you can see the fear in her eyes is causing that look of dread.
All right. Once I can see both of these, once I'm within range of these 2 bodies, I'm gonna.
Were you inspecting this one here?
I'm gonna just do a quick Eyes of the Grave just to see, and then do a little look around quickly. 60 feet. Anything undead should light up.
Right.
That's not.
So when you're close to this point, Eyes of the Grave, nothing catches your attention. Do make a perception check.
Come on.
That's good. That's 25.
Ooh, great. There is no light source here, and you do not have dark vision. Yasha does. So Yasha kind of glances there, and you both kind of see this at first. That pile of flesh that's kind of slid to the ground. There's a slight bit of movement, and you hear.
It's not giving me a. It's not setting up eyes.
No. And you hear this like scraping sound.
I'm backing up just a little bit.
As you guys notice, you can see 3 figures that are hunched down amongst the remnants of the skeleton.
The one that's in the
right here. You see, they look humanoid and medium-sized. They're as large as a lot of your troop, but their limbs are long, clawed. You can see this kind of black, leathery skin that wraps around the bones, very tight. The head, you can see these pointed teeth that come out of an almost like blackened skeletal expression, kind of pupilless yellow eyes from underneath. And the back of the head is elongated and curves up into a singular horn. Each of them has a long, thin tail that kind of whips and curls behind it, and they're just scraping whatever flesh they can off the body and shoveling it into their mouth. And then all 3 of them kind of look over towards you at once. But a little bit of light that's coming in from outside kind of flashes in their eyes. They just...
I see Caduceus and I move
I'm
towards
just
him.
gonna tap bow, and you're about to light you up.
Okay.
So roll initiative.
Did I get my tap before initiative?
Yeah, as you were having this conversation to get ready, they're going to charge in. So we're in initiative. There's no surprises here. So I'm using these as them because I don't have the actual minis for the creature.
Fudgers.
Give me a high roll. Damn it.
12. Okay. Where's my other tie, man?
Alrighty.
Have you seen this demon?
So 25 to 20.
Wow. Gross. No.
20 to 15.
15.
Oh,
I cannot be the highest at 15. I'm the highest at 15.
God damn
All
it.
right.
Oh man, this is fucking my shit.
Alrighty. 15 to 10.
13.
12.
13.
11.
Okay, hold on.
30.
So wait, what was Caleb?
There were 2 13s.
Caleb.
I'm 13 as well.
Jester.
That's why
Caleb
I
and
said 13.
Jester. Caduceus is 12.
God damn it.
Ford is 11.
Ford at 11. Okay. 10 to 5.
I was a 10.
Yep.
What are you?
7 with advantage, that was.
Wow, girl.
Woo.
All right.
Hey, man. You are nothing if not consistent.
And Land Speaker rolled a 6.
Oh,
Steadfast.
jeez.
So, top of the round, these creatures immediately, like after just standing and staring at Caduceus and Yasha, the moment Caduceus begins to speak to Bo and put his hand back, they and just lunge towards you. Bo, you're up first. You see the movement out the corner of your eye. What are you doing?
I go. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Help touch me. I'm
And I hold my action until Caduceus goes.
Well, I said hold touch me. I was like yeah, you need to be within.
No, I'm there.
You didn't have time to get that out, unfortunately.
No, I'm there and I'm holding Caduceus and then I hold my action until after Caduceus' turn.
Yeah, okay, so you move up where around Caduceus?
Yeah.
Right there.
There?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
I'm like, what's that? What's that?
Fuck, man, here we go.
That finishes Bo's turn. Holding your action to do
Till
what?
after Caduceus' turn to attack.
Attack whatever comes by?
Yes.
You got it. All right, now it's those creatures' turn.
Oh no.
Yep. These lithe, kind of, demon-esque creatures, all with unnatural speed, and leap forward.
Oh no.
This one rushes to Yasha.
Oh no.
This one rushes to
look like
Caduceus.
you?
And this one also rushes to Caduceus.
Are those guys in there?
They just
Like from what I can
pushing around
see,
the
they
way.
look like the aliens in Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Against Yasha. That is going to be. It takes 2 attacks with its claws.
It takes 2, baby.
We should really not be eating these things.
That is going to be a 14 to hit.
14 just hits.
Okay. Second attack.
Have not taken a bite of
That's going to be 16 to hit.
Why?
I took a bite.
You did?
Yeah.
16 to hit.
I just sealed it back up.
Hit.
It's both hit.
Okay, you take 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Another 7 points of slashing damage. And as it slashes into you, you look into its eyes, the shining eyes, and there's this kind of green flash in your head, and you feel your muscles like suddenly
Oh, they
go
still
tired.
strength. They still strength.
Make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Oh yay.
Oh good. Oh good.
Oh no!
Is that a 1?
It's a 6.
Is that with the Constitution saving?
Yeah. It's just a straight. It's just a 4 and plus my +2. 6.
6. Okay. You feel your body kind of like sap.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
10.
Still a failure,
Still-
unfortunately.
Wait, advantage on Dex. No, you said Constitution. Never mind.
Good looking out.
Just to let you know, I have advantage on Dex.
The two both against Caduceus, as you were one of the first one to walk out there. That's going to be a 14 to hit.
That misses, and I'm going to use that to use the Shield of Retribution on that first one.
Okay. So what's it have to roll?
You need to succeed a Strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. That is going to be a 20, exactly.
I don't know what it's saving against.
It's probably...
It's your spell DC.
Oh, yeah, my spell DC.
I'll say for now. I know this would be supposed to be something in the item, so it succeeds.
It does?
Yeah, so it takes half damage, but it's not pushed, right?
No, it still takes damage, but it's not pushed.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and check on that.
So that sucks, but that's okay.
And the other attack was a 20.
That does hit.
Okay.
Hold on, let me, it takes 7, 8, 12, 18 points of force damage.
Okay, 18 points of force damage. It pulls back and then goes in angrily and strikes you for 14 points of slashing damage.
Ooh, rough.
And this one glances up at you, make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Oh no.
Constitution saving throw. Here we go. 14.
14. Okay. You do manage to shrug off whatever the effect is. You blink it out of your mind. And the last one is also going to attack you twice. As Bo rushes in, it's because you were the first one to step out there. They just come after you at once.
What do you see? Oh!
That's going to be a 12 and a 23.
The 23 hits.
23 hits. That's going to be 12 points of slashing damage.
Fine.
That ends their turn. Now it is Jester and Caleb's go.
I'll go. Caleb starts walking that way and seeing 3 of his friends pressed up against these things. His mind quickly does the math of it and scans the dimensions of the room, and bat guano and sulfur come out.
Oh, God!
And a wall of fire appears behind these things in the space 5 feet over from them and forms a U that stretches back around whatever that altar or platform is. So they are getting burned from behind and are stuck between fire and danger.
Right. So I will say,
That's awesome.
I will say they're about there, right? We'll say they're in the wall right now.
Yeah.
I was aiming for behind them.
No, they're in it. They're in it.
Well, in it, okay.
If you're aiming out, you put it behind them and pushing towards them for the 10 feet.
But it damages things 10 feet out, and my friends are within that 10 feet. So
Okay,
I'm not gonna
I
do
understand. I misunderstood you initially.
Yeah.
My apologies. Okay.
that. Enough to toast their asses, but not my friends.
Then the U is nice. You said 10 feet is the range?
10 feet is the range, so I would know to not put it within 10 feet of my friends.
Correct. We'll put it there.
You just gotta do something.
Okay, so the chamber burns. The giant corpse there is smoldering now. You can see the elements of the bones now black against the flames. The shadow of its presence just kind of giving this interesting visual as you hear the demons kind of shriek from the pain. Go ahead and roll damage. What's the saving throw for them?
It's Dex 17.
That is a 24 for, no, sorry, no, that is a 21 on one of them.
That saves.
It's a 7 on the other, it's a fail. Other one rolled well. That's it's another 21.
So 2 successes and 1
Correct.
fail.
The one on the side succeeded, the one in the middle failed.
Not that great. 20 total. So 20 and 10.
Alright, so 10, 20. Alright, the one in the center, the one that was damaged by Caduceus, is the one that also took the most amount of damage from this. And as they're all burning, you can see the heat kind of causing elements of their leathery body to dry out almost. And like this kind of mist rises off from the corners of their shoulders. Does that finish your go, Caleb?
That is correct.
Jester.
Okay. Where am I? There I am. I'm going to step forward behind Caleb-ish. I mean behind Caduceus, right about there.
Okay.
And I'm going to close my eyes and hold out my hand, and I'm going to cast Spiritual Guardians.
Okay. Ooh.
to attack anything that isn't part of our party.
Right, that is within the range around you. What's the
That's
radius?
a 15 feet radius
15 feet
around me,
radius.
so I would be within 15 feet of them, hopefully. That's where I was aiming for.
Okay. If you want to get all of them, you probably have to go there.
Okay.
That you can get them all in. Okay. So you cast it. It happens at the start of their turn.
They flit around me. When you cast a spell, their speed is halved. Where the fuck does it say?
Right under that. When a creature enters the area or starts its turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so it's on their turn that the effect happens. You got it. All right, so you cast Spirit Guardians. The cloud of somewhat spectral but happily leaping around unicorns suddenly begin to swirl around Jester, giving a faint glow to the vicinity of this darkened chamber.
Pinkish purple beauty.
All right, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Caduceus, you're up.
The question is do we launch the nuke now or do we launch the nuke later?
I'm holding on to you, going, what?
I've been wanting to try something. I'm going to try this because I've been meaning to try it. Fuck it.
The creatures are up in range, by the way, if you wanted to use your reaction. Are you waiting for him?
Yes. Use my reaction.
Yes.
I'm waiting for him.
Yeah, this lasts an hour. This will be fun.
So
And we're not being sneaky anymore.
Do it.
I'm going to cast Holy Weapon. Let's see how this goes.
What does that mean?
Okay.
What does that mean?
I'm burning a big one.
It's a lollipop.
It's a lollipop. So you now you are our light source.
Oh.
Okay.
What are you touching, the staff or her fists?
Her fists, I believe.
So as
that's the fists.
That's cool.
As Caduceus reaches out and grabs you, you watch as both of your hands kind of begin to give off this divine glow, like a faint candlelight around you that gets brighter and brighter. Your hands feel warm, almost like you place them into a hot spring, and you can see this kind of sparkling sheen across your flesh and every knuckle.
Add 2d8 radiant to every attack.
I only know what this means because of Leah Tell. Yeah, it's a really cool move.
Radiant to every attack?
To every attack.
You ever see, yeah, it's concentration for an hour, so you have it for an hour. Or until you lose concentration.
Or yeah, and I've got some other stuff I can do with it too, but that's very least.
That's cool. All right, and reaction.
Best around.
Into all of my action time.
All right, so you get 2 attacks.
Action time.
So 2 attacks on that guy there, or the one in the middle, up to you. There's the one that's
Using-
hurt really bad, or the two that are the one that's been hurt the most, and the 2 that have been kind of slightly
Wait,
burned.
who's been hurt the most?
The middle one there.
To use it on
Well, yeah, we'll do one to the middle guy and one to the side guy. First attack.
I wish I could say.
What's that? Horrible.
It was terrible.
12.
12 misses.
Fuck you.
You're so distracted by this cool motion that you go and go to swing, and the creature dodges out of the way. Its
Hang
tail,
on, one more time.
its tail whips around and almost catches you in the cheek, and you're like, ugh.
Wow.
No.
She blinded herself with her own
It's the same
hands.
thing. It's the same thing.
As you duck out of the way for its tail that goes wide, and you go to try and do the other punch, it kind of glistens you.
I
And you
promise.
kind of there.
I won't disappoint you.
And try and punch it. It's just at a range.
Flurry of blows.
You can't do a bonus action. Your hold. It's just the action that you held.
But I have a reaction.
It's your reaction to then do the action, but you only get the bonus action on your turn. So
I don't lose concentration.
I will
Next
fix this.
Next
Come
round.
back to
next
it.
round. Next round. Next
Okay.
round.
So that finishes your turn, Caduceus?
I have a bonus action
And a move, if you wish.
and a move, but they have reactions against me if I were to move.
Probably. You have 2 of them that are immediately against you.
Then just for fun, yeah, actually, I don't really have a good bonus action. I guess I'm just gonna, yeah.
There's not really any good bonus actions.
Yeah, I cannot find any of my stuff because I'm having a.
That finishes your turn?
Yeah, that finishes my.
Ford, you're up.
I will use my movement to enter into this chamber behind Caleb and myself.
Okay.
30 feet in.
Okay, we'll put you about there.
Great, and I will turn and send 2 blasts of Eldritch Blast towards the one in front of Bo and the one in front of Caduceus.
You got it.
It's been a blast.
It's been a blast.
Caduceus.
18 to hit.
Hits.
Oh, that's nice.
That is 12 points of force damage. Second one.
That one's looking.
And the 17 to hit on the second one.
That hits.
Oh, great. Okay. That's 5. That is 9 points of force damage.
9 points. The one that's in front of Caduceus is looking pretty rough.
Okay.
The other two are looking some wear and tear, but they're still holding up okay. That finish your turn?
Yes.
All right. That brings us to Not and Yasha, you're on deck.
So there's one that's worse than the others?
Yes, the one that's in front of Caduceus.
I will skitter towards Ford, actually, and as I run, fire off a shot. I'm going to go just short of where Ford is, actually, near that basin thing.
Oh, there? Or you can go there if you want to.
Sure. Yeah, that's good.
Actually, that's as far as you can get right there, I think.
Fire off a shot at the one that looks the worst.
That's the one for Caduceus. Go for it.
Ooh, terrible.
That and the milk after you.
14.
14 misses, or it hits, but you watch it kind of glide off its leather armor. Its actual body is built to be pretty sturdy, pretty tough.
Bonus action, fire again.
Go for it.
Much better. 29.
That hits,
Wow.
and because it is in melee with Caduceus, you do sneak attack.
Yeah, sneak attack.
It's bad. Oh my god. It's just disgusting.
Rogues, man.
Oh, these are terrible
No, that's not
rolls.
very good.
That's average. That's average.
Yeah, it's average. Average to kind of.
24.
Not a peeler.
24.
24 points of damage.
Still alive?
Yeah, still alive.
Damn.
You see like black blood dripping out of its lower, kind of jagged, broken teeth that are protruding from its skull-like face. It's still holding on.
And I don't have any other bonuses or anything, but
Nope, you moved, action and bonus.
I can't see into the basin at all.
You'll have to take that next turn. Cool. You've just finished spending your whole turn looking forward, so you begin to turn towards the basin. That brings us now to Yasha.
I would like to rage.
All right, bonus action rage.
I would like to bring him.
I would like to rage. And I'm a little obscured by the fire flame, so I can't see, but there does seem one that's bigger than the other.
I'll say right now this corpse is mostly burned away, so
Okay.
I'll just take it out of there so you have a better chance to see.
Okay.
There's one that's more hurt than the other. There's not one that's bigger
This
than
one
the
here is
other.
hurt the most. Both of them have been, damaged a little.
Okay, so the one closest to me, which I guess is the one that's hurt the most, does that sound right?
Both of these are right up against you, so if you want to go for the one that's hurt the most, and there's one to your left that's...
Yes, okay.
Go for it, roll for an attack.
That's cocked. That's weird. Sorry. Yeah, I know. That landed on the thing.
22.
That hits.
Great.
Go and roll damage.
All right. So let's do... Ooh. I'm gonna roll those again.
That's
with
right.
Savage Attacker.
Go for it.
Hey. That's better. Okay, so 14, 15, 16, 26.
26 damage. You carve through, and your body is just not giving the oomph that it once did. So you do damage, but it's not as much as you thought.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a biscuit. What do I, okay.
You have another attack if you'd like.
She's Rajay.
No, I know.
Rajay,
but
I'm
Rajay
Rajay.
harder.
Okay, so I'll take my other
And Rajay, and
attack.
Rajay,
I
and
have another attack.
Rajay.
Yeah, do we know what that is? That poison or is that?
Rajay. Wait, I have another attack.
You do. You have two attacks.
Rajay.
Do we know what's wrong, or is it poisoned? Is it?
Natural 20.
Go ahead and roll your dice and double the dice, and then add an additional, so 2d6. And then add an additional d6.
Double your. That's pretty great.
22.
22. Still doing not as much damage as you had hoped, but it is enough to cleave the creature entirely in two. As you take the blade and with a second strike, jam it into its abdomen and then just lift upward and collapses to the ground, stumbles back a few feet, then collapses into the wall of fire and just begins to burn away.
Okay.
You can eat that later.
One down.
Go fuck yourself, Kazame.
Why? What's happening to me? Why am I not? Why didn't it?
Make another Constitution saving throw, please.
What? Another one? What?
I believe in you, Yasha.
17.
17. Whatever kind of sickly feeling has taken hold in your body fades, and your strength returns.
That spider.
Okay.
Shouldn't have eaten that spider.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Okay. Top of the round. That brings us to the buzzing sound.
What?
I thought we were fighting the buzzing sound.
Oh no.
These creatures were just making growling noises. You hear a
Here we go.
sound that begins to just echo, seemingly sourcelessly from up above. As you're casting spells and you guys don't really know where it's coming from and forward, as you finish throwing your 2 bolts, you glance up just in time to see something shadowy dive down from above.
Oh no!
What is that? If I wasn't so scared in this moment, I would say that monster looks ridiculous.
It's one of the more ridiculous looking demons, but it's also about to get the drop on your warlock. So.
hair. Look, I straight up drew them as a joke, and it looks like that.
You chose the form of our destroyer. Well done.
Very Busey.
The one demon of the abyss that gets picked on the most, trust me, it can still deal some fun stuff.
Oh no!
So that sound is just filling the space around it. It's actually going to dive down. I'll put it over here, actually.
Yeah, not far more an easier meal than me.
Above here.
Oh, I hadn't seen it from the front.
Way too close to this.
It's gonna dip nose.
That's the proboscis.
Which, as it swoops down, its long, pointed, rapier-like face jams towards you. That's going to be 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Alrighty.
Look at that juicy butt.
Oh boy.
So you take.
I'm gonna eat that
I think it's the hair.
Wow.
The hair makes this thing ridiculous.
Inside the old bedroom.
And land speaker's going after this. So you take.
Give me that butt.
16 points of piercing damage as it jams into your clavicle and pierces inside. You reach it with the other hand, try and grab it and keep it from piercing too deeply inside, but it hurts like a motherfucker.
Yeah. Clavicle stabbing never feels good.
Oh no, it's about to do some second.
You take an additional
Better not be fighting you.
30 points of acid.
It's so
28 points of necrotic damage.
Oh.
And your hit point maximum is reduced by the same amount.
Oh, shit.
It got really
Okay, temporary minus 28.
Minus 28. So your maximum hit points are reduced by 28, and you take 28.
I don't like
Are you at Caleb levels?
I'm at 60. Holy shit.
Not quite. Not quite.
Oh. Wait.
Okay.
Close enough. In the same
My hit
range.
points
50s.
I made of wet toilet paper.
Oh no!
Holy shit.
That finishes its turn. It is now the land speaker's turn. The land speaker, seeing the creatures come out there, begins to prepare and sees the Chasme fall and goes, no. What you hear is, and brings up her staff and is going to go ahead and
Bring the pain.
he's going to grab one of the rocks out of the side of the satchel and chuck it straight towards it.
This is what the electric swatter is for.
That is... It's not... No, actually it's not. That's a 16 to hit, which does hit.
Good to know.
Dealing
Feeling better about that.
4d10 plus 6 damage.
Yeah, way to go.
Being a giant friend is not bad.
All 10s. Here they come. 10, 10, 10, 10.
Close. 3 7s and a 9.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
great. So 30, 36 points of damage to the
Deadly.
Good friend to have.
Yeah, and she's gonna go ahead and kind of like, after throwing it and beating the creature, that buzzing sound. Yeah, thankfully it's... All right. Seeing it kind of return to its space and head turned up in the direction of the land speaker, Sorna gets that look of fear in the eyes and then uses her movement to back kind of around this corner to kind of protect herself by reaching in to find another boulder in her hand. Top of the round, Bo, you're up.
All right, I'm going to do a barrel roll, and I'm gonna get in between the two of these guys,
Okay.
Bless you.
and unleash a
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Why?
Because you step into the heat of the wall of fire.
Okay.
So you roll in and you like, oh, that burns.
That's toasty.
Good.
It's 23.
Okay, so take half damage. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
Oh my gosh, new damage? Okay.
I didn't anticipate this.
Oh, I rolled so high.
Why would you say that?
26.
Okay, so you take 13 points of fire damage.
Worth it. That's fine.
Your hands are
I look awesome.
That's
and they're glowing.
Yep.
And I've got a wall of fire backlighting me.
Yep.
Front lighting you, actually.
Generally
it depends on your perspective.
That's true.
Depends on which side the
From
camera's
producer's
on.
standpoint, it looks pretty cool.
And pop to the one to my right first.
Okay, go for it.
First one, 20.
20 hits.
Second one, yeah, 24.
Both hit.
Okay. Roll both these damage. So initial, ooh yeah. 22
Plus the 2d6.
plus my 2d8.
Sorry, 2d8 per attack.
Each one. So what did I say? 22 plus. It's 7 and 8, so 15 plus.
37.
Not as cool.
45.
8. 45.
45 points of damage to that
Yes.
in the round.
So are they is the radiant damage doing some
Stunning strike.
Stunning strike, okay.
Ooh, wait. Okay.
Deadly.
On the one.
All right.
How many key points you get? 9.
Yeah, these are
Okay,
considered,
my
these are
level.
considered magical attacks. So,
yeah, they are magical attacks.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you don't see
just
the
for
you don't see the radiant like burning through it by any means, but the splashes of divine energy with each strike just kind of flash throughout the entire chamber. It's like seeing these bursts of light with each impact. And you said you're doing stunning strike.
Yep. On that one.
That is going to be a 16.
Somebody get her some boots of haste.
What's your DC?
Fucking ball sacks. Save.
Okay, so it succeeds. You still have your bonus action.
I'm going to the very anime-esque concentrate the ball of holy radiant chi, and I'm gonna go boom boom Ip Man style to the one to my left.
Let's go for it.
With a flurry of bows. Both of these.
Yeah, I know. It's right there.
19 for one. Oh wait, that's not right. Oh, 19 and 22, 21.
Both hit. Roll damage for each. This is on the other one.
This is on the other one. So initial damage is 10 plus 9, so 19 plus.
Still going?
Holy weapon and the monk, man.
Is that a, no? That's
very
a 30.
high level spell.
Plus 7 plus. Yeah, it's an 8 and a 6 plus 21. Right? 21.
What was the original attack damage?
The original was 21 plus 7 plus.
Somebody should be writing.
I know my brain.
21
Pretty
plus
much your last
7
damage, too.
plus no
28.
no because I rolled 2 11s combined.
21 plus 7 is 28.
Plus an 8 and a 6 for this last roll. 21 plus 7 plus 14. Thank you. 21, 7, 14.
Gotcha. So 42.
Yeah. Flurry of blows.
All right, so to one, and then back. So both of them, you just blast into each. They're both looking pretty hurt. You also, as extracting aspects, pull from them
Yes, I do.
that they are resistant to cold, fire, and lightning, as well as bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks.
Okay. So I just shout really fast.
They are immune to poison, and they cannot be poisoned. So you learn that as you kind of focus your chi and pull out elements of their physicality and learn those facets in the back of your
Non-magic
mind.
immune, and then cold,
Fire and lightning.
fire, lightning,
Immune to poison.
and poison.
Point of clarification. Yes. For future reference, people who end their turn within 10 feet of the firewall get burned. So on a future turn, she could jump in, punch, 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 and jump out, risk attacks of opportunity, but escape the burn if she jumped in and out. Because the burning happens at the end of your turn if you get into it.
I think there's an aspect, or the first time you enter it.
I know.
Also a giant butane wall of fucking pain and hurt.
If I can, though, can I take a step?
When the wall appears,
Five
each
feet
creature
back?
makes the throw, but then after it appears, it's at the end of your. I mean, it's barely different, but it would be at the end of Bo's turn in the future. I think right now she should burn because it's funny.
Or when it enters the wall for the first time on their turn.
For the first time on their turn?
Yes.
But
so when you enter it, meaning if somebody's already in the fire, they don't take it at the top of their turn. They have a chance to leave it.
Cool. Yeah.
Can I take 5 feet back and not leave the range?
Yes, you can. You still take the damage, but you can back out.
That's fine.
That guy does take attack of opportunity on you, though.
I said not leave the range, but that's fine.
Well, you have to if you're going to take a step back.
Fine.
Are you going to do it or not?
Yep.
Okay.
Take the attack. Like it.
The guy's going to reach out and slice at you with his claw. And rolls a natural 2. He misses.
Fair.
You just slap it out of the way with your divine hand.
Ah, bitch.
That finishes your turn, Bo?
Yeah.
That felt good? All right. Now it's their turn.
A lot of shit happening.
They take
Wisdom saving throw.
Yes, they do.
and fire.
2 plus 5, 7 on one, and 13 on the other.
Haha, they both fail.
Yeah!
Hurt them.
Yeah.
Make them squirm in their own skin.
12 points of radiant damage.
Each, nice. What are they gonna do? They're both assaulted. All the floating unicorns go and just burst into them both and like piercing in different places. Like
Kind of like if you're in one of those paint fights, you know, with the powder paint that's like.
Yeah.
The color runs, that's what they're called.
this one's gonna go ahead and move out of the flames here and move around to get in between Jester and Caduceus and stay in range with Bo. You do get an attack opportunity technically, Caduceus, if you want to swing with your staff.
I do. I actually can use a spell.
Oh, because you took Warcaster. And yeah, what are you gonna do?
I will take a. I'm not going to do anything too fancy. I'm just going to take a sacred. No, I can't do sacred flame, can I?
It's a spell cantrip.
Yeah. All right.
That rolled a 10 on its DC. So yeah, just damage. Go for
it. That doesn't help. So that's pretty good.
Nice.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's 19 points of radiant damage.
19 points of radiant damage. Oof, it's gonna hurt. It's like, and it's going to unload into you as you just blasted it. It was going to go around towards Jester, but then as you hit it, it turns towards you, and it's going to go ahead and unleash both of its slashing attacks. Did not roll well. That's going to be a 10.
No.
And a 16.
No.
Yep. You just kind of knock away the shield.
I'm feeling it. I've got a zone.
This one here is going to move in.
Going into, yeah.
It's going to try and leave the. That's fine with fire. Fire doesn't bother it too much. It's going to go ahead and, after watching you blast into its friends, it's going to go both strikes against you.
No. Come at me, bro.
23.
Come at me, Bo.
23. 2 23s in a row.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay. So the first strike is going to be 12 points of slashing damage. And 10 points of slashing damage, so a total 22. Just like blood spatter on the ground as it claws across like one side of Bo's face and the other side goes across the arm and the shoulder, tearing down. There's now just kind of this red slowly pouring out of the side and down the side of her cheek. The creature kind of runs its dark tongue across its teeth after it gets the blood. And it's going to go ahead and make a weakening gaze against you.
I woke up like this.
Constitution saving throw?
It doesn't look good.
It looks fine. Definitely smeared it on my arm.
Yeah,
As long as it's
but
not
it did. That would be a 1.
The weakness overtakes you once more.
Oh,
Body
no.
drained of its energy and life.
Yashli.
And it's going to sit there and endure the flames the rest of its turn. That ends its go. Jester and Caleb, you guys are up.
I went first the last time.
Okay, well then kind of.
You could take this turn.
Okay.
Just reminding myself to concentration.
Oh yeah.
And
I'm going to see the dude coming down and attacking Ford.
yes.
I'm going to cast spiritual weapon at it.
Alrighty.
Yay, lollipop.
Go ahead and roll for the attack.
Okay.
Okay, actually, this is a valid point. I have to remember this. Bo and Jester.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you both make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Saving throw?
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
Yeah, why?
You'll find out.
Yours is not to know.
Have the buggy things attacked yet?
18.
God, that was almost so good. 11.
Gotcha. So 18. That buzzing sound that's filling the chamber, you're like, oh, there's something about it that's getting your ear, but you just shrug it off. Jester, your spiritual weapon does not get cast. Because as you turn to cast it, that buzzing noise fills your mind.
No.
Your eyes lull, and you fall unconscious.
Oh! What the fuck happened?
Do I have to make that?
Not zero hit points, but fall
brown
unconscious.
note.
Just fall unconscious.
Okay.
Not zero hit points, but you're unconscious.
Wouldn't I have to make that
So I
same
didn't
thing?
hear the buzz.
I didn't even cast the
When we get to your
spells.
turn, yes.
Oh, okay.
Which we do right now.
I have a
So-
question though. Did the 3 bug critters had their turn, right?
Yes, they did.
There's one that's still in range of that firewall.
Yes, it does. So go ahead and roll damage for it.
Yeah.
Saving throw does not make it, so.
No, it was just too. Why us?
From him or
30 total.
30 total?
You had
30
just
total.
moved and she was about to move. And it'll probably happen to Caleb too. When it's his turn.
I guess whenever, but it was.
Whenever
It
you
is
have
Looking
Caleb's turn.
real bad. It was looking real bad.
Who is?
The one that's behind Caduceus. The one that just got
one still
burned by the
burning.
flames
It's
right
in
there.
Are they buzzing as well, or the buzzing's coming from Nosy?
It's gotta be
Nosy.
from Nosy Face.
Wait, was
no,
that?
there's the other one. Sorry.
Is it the end of
both
your
looking
turn?
pretty, both looking pretty rough.
Here's my question: Is
Yes.
it at the end of your turn or at the beginning of your turn?
Beginning of your turn.
So,
Would have not
cast all the stuff that Bo did.
Would have gone back if she had not made the save.
Got it. Okay, so I didn't even try to cast a spell. I just immediately.
You just
went
have the
away.
opportunity, yeah.
Kill Nosy Face.
Yeah. A creature that starts its turn within 30 feet of the Kazmech.
Okay.
Wait, was it a wisdom or constitution?
Constitution. So, Jester falls. Caleb, make Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so with my transmuter stone, I have advantage, and I add my con and my proficiency.
Wait, you have advantage on it because
of the transmuter stone.
It gives you both. Do you get to add your proficiency, or do
I
you get
have
advantage? Or
D&D Beyond is saying advantage made to maintain. Oh, Warcaster.
Warcaster gives you to maintain spells. This isn't about that.
What is this?
You
This is just
you
con?
get advantage to maintain concentration.
Oh, okay.
But you don't get it
This
to every.
is just Constitution.
Correct. So you just roll a Constitution saving throw, and you add your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Because of your stuff.
This is a problem.
15.
15. You resisted, so you still have your turn.
Oh man.
But you're like for a second, you're like, oh, your vision begins to go dull, and you're like, oh god. You refocus and turn back towards the flames to this side.
Looking left and right, I leave the wall up, I pull out the adder's bladder, and I draw back and loose an acid arrow towards this thing near Ford.
Alrighty.
That's an attack.
Attack roll?
14.
14 does not hit.
But it will still be, what does it do? It takes half damage. Excuse me 1 second.
Are you unconscious or just weak?
On a hit, the target takes 44 acid damage immediately and 2d4 for the next round. On a miss, the arrow splashes the target with acid for half as much.
So roll 2d4 acid damage.
Yeah. And nothing on the next turn.
Correct.
So that is just 3.
3 acid damage, which
is nothing. And I will move that way, just out of sight beyond that wall. I'll hug the wall.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Too far. Maybe 10 feet past the edge.
There?
Yeah. And that's where I will end.
Okay, cool. That ends your turn, Caleb. Caduceus, it's your turn. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no, I'm so nervous now.
You should be. My Constitution is not great. Am I really within 30 feet of them?
You are just within 30 feet.
Come on. Hey! 15.
15. You managed to shrug off the effects of its demonic wing beating that is causing your brain to shut down.
Oh no, that's not okay. All right.
Kill it.
I am, so I'm engaged with 2 of these things right now, right?
Do mark, though, for Bo, Caleb, and Caduceus, you guys are immune to the effect for the next 24 hours now that you've succeeded.
Oh.
Oh!
So just mark that as a note.
I will just remember it.
So, what do you do?
Well, I'm kind of engaged with these 2 right now, aren't I?
You are. They actually have you, They have you pincered.
They have me pincered. Are they looking rough or are they not looking
They're both looking pretty rough, yeah. Between bows bludgeoning, both of them terribly, the flames burning from one side, they're both looking pretty bad.
Okay, there's nothing I can really do to both of them right now, is there? I'm going to do a, I really don't have a lot of options here. I guess Sacred Flame is what I got right now.
Okay, to which one?
Let's do the one to my right. The one that's actually over here. Yeah, that.
Okay. That's a natural 20, so he succeeds. Go ahead and roll damage.
He still takes half damage, right?
Yes.
All right, that's okay. 10, 15.
15?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah.
They hit him. He was hurt pretty bad, and as soon as you turn back, you kind of move your shield out of the way. Staff goes forward. You release the energy, and you watch as the flames burn around it. Its leathery body just suddenly begins to shrivel up, and it shrieks as it crumples into a ball of ash and across the ground.
Okay. I cannot cast a spell as a bonus action right now, or even unless it's a cantrip, I assume.
Well, no, you can because you used to Sacred Flame, which is a cantrip.
So I can.
Bonus action, you can cast any spell you want.
I'm just gonna do a little. I don't know if I can wake her up. He gets an attack of opportunity also if I try and walk away from him too.
He does.
She is. You know what? I'm so sorry I'm taking so long with this. Yeah, I'm just going to. Am I touching Jester or no?
You are next door, yeah.
I can't remove curse. That is okay.
Is it a curse?
I'm just going to try a little, just to see if it wakes her up. A little mass healing word, just to see if it does it. Oh wait, that's level. That's too big. Just a little.
Regular healing word.
Yeah.
There it is.
Or cure wounds. There it is. I'm gonna try and give her a quick cure wounds if I can.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for healing. Have you taken any damage, Jester? Okay, so you release the spell. She's
Nothing.
asleep.
Fudge. It was worth trying. God damn it.
I need like a restoration or something.
Yeah.
Is that your trinket deuces?
Yeah, that's my. That's yeah. I can't.
Forward. You should make a Constitution saving throw.
It's not too hard. It's not.
Natural 1.
Yes.
Forward.
Oh!
You immediately just onto the ground. Everything going dark.
How the fuck do you wake up?
Dropping my foot.
Here we go. We are in the grinder right now.
That ends your turn.
Are you sure?
Okay.
Fuck. It's because we called him Gary Busey.
Yeah.
So, that brings us to Not. Did you make a Constitution saving throw?
20.
20. You watch it as he falls to the ground unconscious, Ford just out, and the droning hits your ears, and you just like, the panicking sets in. Nah, you're fine, you got this.
Is he no longer engaged with Ford? Shit. Shit balls.
Ford is not a threat to the
Shit.
creature.
Fuck you. Fuck shit.
I think so much joy evoking that from you.
Gotta get that sneak attack. Can't just attack. Gotta get that sneak, or else it's not worth it.
I was going to say that you can. I mean.
All right, then I'll turn and shoot the guy next to Caduceus.
Go for it. Roll for the attack.
18.
18 hits.
It's 1,000,000 points of damage.
We cursed it. We cursed it by talking about it.
29.
29. Fuck.
28. 28.
You hit it, and it goes. It's thrown back from the burst of it. The bolt throws it into the wall of fire, and you watch it just incinerate in the flames.
Okay, those things are gone?
Yes. That's your action.
Bonus action disengage.
Okay, where you go?
Run the other way. I'm gonna actually step on Ford's body and over it and keep running.
Okay.
As far as I can.
Oh no,
You got
don't.
it, so.
Hopefully
10,
maybe my stepping on him will wake him up.
30,
Wake up!
35. There you go. And you stop at the edge of this pit, which, with your dark vision, looking down, you can see about 15 feet down in the pit. It's just bones, just bones and bones of all creature types, all animals and all sorts of things. You can't even at a glance make out, but it is a lot of bones. Some of them look very old. The smell hits you.
Okay.
And there's the
bone pit. They talked about that. The smell of the bone pit. Yeah.
So does that finish your turn?
That's it.
All right, Yasha, you're up.
Okay.
Con save or?
You're just out of the range.
No, I mean from the previous.
The strength, or is that gone because they're dead?
That happens at the end of your turn.
Okay.
It happens at the end. Is it gone because they're dead?
Nope, the effect's still on you.
Okay. Well,
okay.
Can't do anything with Jester. I can try to drag her out of there. Okay. I'm gonna start going to Gary Busey because.
Worst nightmare,
There you go. So you rush up towards it, dragging the weapon. Go for your strikes.
Punk ass. Get it.
Oh no.
I rolled a 1.
Misfire. Your sword explodes.
You go to swing, and the creature just dodges out of the way, and your blade strikes the side of the base, and the scraping sound causes your ears just to swell up ever so slightly, and you see the spark of the blade hitting the stone. The water's now disturbed and rocking. Make your second attack.
What if our Kickstarter?
Yeah, I'll do reckless because my armor's so low anyway. It's gonna
That would be amazing.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
Any thoughts on how to wake these motherfuckers up? I don't know.
Campaign
26.
26.
Yeah.
Again.
No, there's gotta be a.
Oh, that was higher. Yeah. 26. It's the same.
So 26. Okay, that hits. Go to roll damage.
2 down.
36.
Not bad. It's a Mighty Nein, so we got 7 left, right?
That's only 2d6, right? Because the divine was for the
It's the first one.
first one.
Correct. Well, no. It's the first one that hits. So if the first one misses, the second one gets the additional
Got it.
d6.
Oh, yeah.
Great. Okay, so
Yeah, like sneak attack, you can do it once per round. It's the first one that hits.
21.
Nice. So the first one hits the metal. The second time you swing upward, and it takes the impact, and you can see underneath its proboscis there's this tiny little jaw that kind of like opens up, slobber pours out, and you see elements of what was Ford's blood kind of spill out and spatter into the basin in the ground right next to you.
Sheesh. Okay.
All right. That is your turn.
Nope. Is anyone in 10 feet of me?
Just
No.
Oh no.
Nope.
Okay.
Not conscious.
I will, let me see if this works. I'm gonna boof up my...
Is it an action or a bonus action?
It is a... hold on.
You click on.
Never mind, it's not. Never mind.
Okay.
It's not.
It's an action.
Long rest is an action. I thought
Yeah.
I saw bonus action, but I can end it as a bonus action.
You can end it as a bonus
Apologies.
action. That's all good.
I'm still raging.
Yep, still raging.
Okay, so then that's it. That'll do.
That's your turn.
That'll do, pig. Do I need to roll for anything?
Nope.
Constitutions
Nope.
to be done
Well, on
with
the top
anything?
of your turn. The Kazme's turn now. As you strike it, you strike it, and it kind of goes looking towards you, but it's already had a taste.
I'm a dick!
Matthew Mercer.
Do I get an attack of opportunity since it turned away from me?
It does, because of your sentinel, because it's attacking somebody else
Yeah.
in the space, I believe. With advantage, that's going to be roll a 4 and a 19, so it's a 24 to hit.
On who?
On you.
Am I unconscious?
Yes.
But you get
natural. Isn't that 2 failed saving throws?
You're unconscious.
No. Unconscious. You're not
dead.
You're not dead.
You're unconscious. You're not at 0 hit points.
You're just sleepy.
Sorry. Okay.
You just
but
fell
it is,
asleep.
But it is an auto crit.
Okay.
So
Can I dispel that auto crit from where I am?
Are you within range of it?
I'm within 30 feet of him.
Yes, you can.
Then I can dispel that auto crit.
no, he'll
Yeah, you
start
can.
at
You're just within 30 feet. Okay.
Fuck that
The
shit.
second one hits. Oh.
Well, no, the second, yeah, it was,
So wait, is he depleting hit points or is he rolling for death saves now?
no, no death saves.
Just hit points.
He's just unconscious, so it's a critical hit against an unconscious creature to hit them.
Okay.
And I get to roll an attack on him?
Yeah, any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit. Attackers within 5 feet of the creature. So
I get to roll an attack on him?
you do. But let me roll the damage on Travis first. So it's not a critical hit because Caduceus just saved your fucking ass. So you take
Caddy MVP.
I love that grape card.
12 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
As it pierces in your chest. That would
24.
Here's the big roll.
Here's
Yeah,
the
that would have been
necrotic.
24. And then the necrotic would have been double too.
Oh my god.
a lot of dice.
Yep.
Do you guys see that thing where somebody
22
videoed
points
all
of
our
necrotic damage.
spell styles?
Yes. Okay.
And your maximum hit points is reduced by another 22.
Sam's the Vegas casino.
Oh shit. Okay.
So mark that. That would have been another 44 if you hadn't stopped that.
Ooh. Are you alive?
Barely.
Are his hit points lowered by that much?
Yes.
Too?
Reduced by another 22. And just putting it out there, you reducing that critical hit probably saved his life, because if that attack reduces him to maximum hit points, they die.
Yeah, I know. We gotta get him off that right away.
There would have been no death saves.
There would have been no death saves.
Oh, you just almost died.
Almost died. No death saves. Fuck you.
Flat out done.
Caduceus is your best friend,
What do
buddy.
you mean? Why?
Because
Why?
Caduceus
He canceled the critical hit.
Because the hit
It's like
point
finger of
maximum
death.
would have gone to 0.
With the nature of what it's this thing.
So
saving just in case.
Cool.
Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll your damage, Yasha. But make your save, by the way, to see if you.
It's not a turn yet. It's still.
I know, but I mean for the previous turn. Though.
Fuck you!
Emotional high.
No, I
10,
rolled a
yeah.
10.
Still might.
So the 10, yeah, so you're still at half. So, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to do the attacks.
16? Does 16 hit?
16 does hit.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and roll damage on this extra reaction attack as it went after Ford.
16 points of damage.
16 points of damage. Half that, so it takes 8. Because that effect from the weakening gaze. All right.
He was so good in the Buddy Holly story.
Now the land speaker peeks out from behind and
NPC
grabs another
Come on in.
stone and chucks it at the creature, shouting a curse in giant Rutacht, which you know says shit face die.
Yeah, fair.
That's gonna be 15, just barely hits.
Okay. Information is good. 15.
And that'll be 4d10.
Come on, 4d10. All 10s.
So you should have
8999. I'm not even joking. You are charming your NPC allies' attacks.
Oh my god.
I'm so afraid I'm beaten to a pulp.
41 points of bludgeoning damage.
Say it.
How do you want to do this? Land speakers, sorta. NPC got out.
Thank God we aligned ourselves with some giants.
Really, I'm taking credit for this win.
Yeah.
You should describe it for the giant.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really funny. So, as Landspeaker pulls down curses and chucks the rock, you see now the bleeding proboscis of the Chasme dripping off gore after piercing a second time Ford's chest. You can see both wounds now open and gaping. The creature spins around towards Yasha. It's like tiny little crusty arms kind of clawed and reaching out towards you, and suddenly kind of and just full on splat against the side of the wall. The rock rolls off of it, hits the ground, and the creature is this giant mess across the stone side. Peels off and falls into the water basin. It's now floating in the water. You can see the water is now turning this like dark, kind of brackish black-brown color as it's unmoving and just dead. Smashed.
The Chasme.
Wrong.
Yeah, is there anything coming up from that hallway, or
perception check.
I'm making a perception
I'm
check
gonna look
right
down
now.
the bone alley or whatever.
Natural 20.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Natural 1.
You glance down the hallway.
Yep.
Oh wait,
Move this
what?
back a bit if you don't
It ain't
mind.
done yet.
Wait, what?
Somebody wake us up.
There's
please.
more map?
There is.
That's super cool.
This combat is still brought to you by Dwarven Forge.
How the fuck am I gonna wake you up? We gotta also.
You got it. You're good.
No, they have to know that this combat is sponsored by Dwarven Forge. All right.
You're the
Oh
best.
god. Do we need more space?
We may.
What the fuck, Matt?
Move that back just a little bit.
Can we touch the camera?
Steve.
Steve's on the
Steve.
Steve's right next to you. He's literally 3 feet away from you. He's literally behind you.
Oh, I don't like this.
There we go.
We did it.
Oh, sorry.
I don't like this at all.
And so, looking down the hallway there, Caduceus.
Sorry.
You see a few portions of the stone carved the stone carved walls begin to get a little more rough. You see what looks to be a rather narrow entrance to a chamber across the way, and a path goes into two different directions.
But nothing's coming down yet.
Nothing is coming down.
And I don't hear anything. Has the buzzing stopped?
The buzzing has stopped.
I'm immediately grabbing Jester, moving her to the side and trying to wake her up as I pull her to the side and she's out. I'm moving, watch her. I'm running over to Ford and I'm gonna just blast some healing into him.
Okay. Ford, you are conscious, by the way.
Oh, you are conscious?
You wake up. The pain is what knocked you out of it. The piercing of the proboscis managed to bring you to consciousness, and you're just like,
oh, my fucking chest.
Yeah.
All
Seeing that, I run over to Jester and I just go. Poof.
All right, roll damage.
Sorry, Jester.
With the holy weapon hand.
No.
Wait,
Or do
just
you want-
straight damage?
Yeah, or yeah.
Well,
if you're
did you
punching
hit her with the glowing fist or with like your stick or something?
Can I just give her a love tap?
I'll let you do that, yeah.
Okay, 11. 11 damage.
I'll say you can pull your puncher, but yeah, I'm not. You're gonna let just like sorry, just whack. So
Just a little to wake her up.
let's say elbow. You elbow her a bit, so
I'll
that
elbow
it
her
doesn't get
across
there.
the jaw.
So you take a point of damage. and you come back to conscious.
She's fine.
Not in the arm, like in the hip.
No.
Not how it went with Kynan. Not how it went with Kynan.
No.
So.
Am I awake?
Blood out the eyes.
Yeah, well, you were going for unconsciousness on that one.
That is absolutely.
There's a difference between waking you up and going, I want this guy out in one hit.
You're 100% correct.
So you come to consciousness after Bo cracks you in the face with the shoulder, with the elbow.
I might have broken a molar. I'm real sorry.
Bo is corrupted. Kill her.
No. Did that really happen? Are you correct?
How bad are you?
What happened? I had a nightmare about the mosquito.
Ford looks bad. He's bleeding from the ears and eyes.
What's 8?
Let's very quietly pull into the corner, and I'm going to do a quick 10-minute thing.
What corner are you pulling towards?
That one over there.
Okay.
Yeah, we are getting far away from anything.
All right, so you guys move into this far corner.
Caleb is punching down and watching.
Okay. So the rest of you are over here.
Where's my?
As they gather, I'm gonna search the giant for loot.
The one over here?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, a couple things. First off, as you enter the chamber, Caduceus, you notice this. Underneath one of these stone tables, there's a faint glow that catches your eye. And you glance over, and there underneath the table, you see what looks to be a jagged line drawn in the air. It is slightly wide. A faint, kind of dull, reddish purple glow emanating from it.
I think so. Hold on.
Wait, before you get rid of it, just examine it to see if it goes to the same place. Does it look the same as the one we saw before?
It looks like a similar tear. That's kind of just aloft.
Can we see through to the other side?
Make a perception check.
Me? I'm terrible at this. 14.
That's pretty good. Plus
14, right? Well, you look through.
I don't even know if I saw the last one. But anyway,
this one, it's a different perspective. What you saw previously was like a dark reddish rocky interior. This side is a forest, a very, very deep forest. It's odd because the trees are moving, the branches shift, and what you can see is the tips of these branches are snakeheads. The branches of these trees are large snakes. They all kind of look in your direction.
Close it.
Close it! I don't like this! I don't like
I
this!
used dispel magic and I tried to close
Go
it.
ahead and roll a d20 and add your wisdom modifier.
Why am I rolling
terrible.
so bad tonight? Wisdom modifier 10.
10. The dispel magic hits, and you see it kind of shrink slightly, but it's still holding.
Can I try to use Magician's Judge
Yes, you can.
to dispel the rest of it?
Yeah. Go ahead and just roll a d20 for me.
Do I add anything to it?
I'll tell you in a second.
That's pretty good. Natural 20.
Oh, bish!
That's much better.
Go to jail.
So as Jester diminishes a part of this portal, leaving it in a somewhat unstable position, Ashley steps forward, holds forth Magician's Judge. No, not Yasha. Ashley. She breaks through the fourth wall.
It's Ace Ventura out of the.
You watch as Yasha steps forward and, much like the Eye of Thundera, takes Magician's Judge in front and focuses and concentrates. There's a flash of arcane energy off the runes that begin to glow and emanate up the front of the blade, and you watch as the light focuses into a singular beam that blasts the center of this. Jester, seeing this, kind of refocuses her dispel magic, and the combination of the two of you at once causes the rift to and vanish.
13 hit points to you.
Oh, yeah.
You to. I have 3 more to give out.
Give another one to Ford.
13.
But he's got a max.
I also feel like my normal, healthy self has been diminished by quite a fuck ton.
Maybe you just sit out the next round.
How do we feel that? How do we make you better for?
Can we restore? Can you restore? That's you. That's you. That's you. Come on.
I don't have that spell.
Sure you do. Of course, all clerics prepare some sort of restoration.
Would it be? Is this a thing that would be lesser or a greater restoration?
Make a wisdom check for me.
I don't think I have either.
Not wisdom.
Actually, no. So that's make a medicine check, because you're inspecting the wounds and the corruption within.
12.
I'm helping him with it because help me.
All right, I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
All right.
Usually, got to say
20.
beforehand. All right, 20.
Where does it hurt?
Whatever the corruption within these wounds is pretty intense. It is fiendish by nature, and you gather this would probably require more than a lesser.
It would be a greater restoration.
It would be a greater restoration to correct this.
I don't have greater restoration.
Why don't we just sit you out for the next round of this stuff?
But I want to play. No, you're right.
There's nothing we can do.
Stay here for the moment. We'll see what the rest of this place has. And
I'll
then
make
we'll
sure
come back.
nobody makes it past you. How about that?
Yeah, I burned my 5th already because we only have 40 more minutes of you with the.
I could scout. I don't want to go.
we should all move together, but I think
Caleb here smell or see anything from where he is?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
I was checking out that body.
Shit.
Yeah, make a perception check as well.
Total shit. 8.
You don't see anything.
Perception or investigation?
Well, perception at first.
16.
16, okay. You approach the body, and the body itself is torn into, like, it's nowhere near as pulled apart as the other one. But there is still a good amount of flesh on this. You approach it, and this like little bit of light catches your eye. You're like, oh, it's another rift, and you look up, and there's this beautiful little jellyfish.
Oh.
Like this kind of like jellyfish that kind of just emerges out of the wall, like. And it drifts and then touches and enters the body.
No, God damn it.
Of who? Of what?
Of the corpse, and you watch the giant's head go.
Guys!
And look right towards you with this terrible grin that begins to tear. Its jaw unhinges to the point where the flesh tears at the corners. This wide, twisted smile.
No.
And that's where we'll pick up. Because it is almost 11. Because it's almost 11 o'clock.
Yeah. No. I'm into it.
Yes.
We cool. That's it. Like, if you go down, you're just gonna get up again. Ain't never gonna keep you down.
We're still going. We're still going.
I'm excited. I'm built for this room. I'm gonna tear some shit up, man.
You can fight from afar. Just sit right like 120.
That was cool. I'll pull a wizard. Get the fuck out.
What's that thing?
It was one of the various structures that were built in this crafting room. You can see a statue that's partially made.
Sometimes it's just art.
Yeah, there's a lot of things in there that are partially made and sculpted stonework. This room was used for stone crafting.
That's the big boss. That one tells
Could be.
him.
That's
the
is that the big boss?
Yeah.
So we'll pick up on this.
That looks like the statue you move to unlock another potion.
That's the big boy.
And we'll move.
That's
Did you
just
take a picture of where we were and stuff?
Yeah, let's photograph for
What a game!
Well, you would have been over here, not here.
Flexing with the table.
Got it. The rest of you
Sorry.
there.
I want to ruin everything.
Got it.
You got it? Okay.
Got it. All right, and we'll leave this here for next week. We'll pick up from there. In the meantime, guys, we're going to take a little half an hour break here, get ourselves situated, and then at 11:30, about 30 minutes from now, approximately, 34 minutes from now, we're going to be closing out the Kickstarter with a countdown, hanging out, watching the final moments here with our friend Joel Hodgson from Mystery Science Theater will be here with us. Super excited. I know, it's crazy to say that. What the shit is life? I don't even know. Anyway, we'll see you guys hopefully here shortly. So, because some of you have to go and because it's the end of the episode, I'll say thank you so much. We love you very much. And is it Thursday yet?
No, it's not.
Good night. See you soon. Like real soon.
Yay.